Daddy got the slim caddies. Right said, no, babe, that's shady. Money couldn't stay away. Plugged it in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's go time. It's go time. Y'all, it's time to flow. Check EXL, Mr. Coop in the show. Get out of DVR in the chat. Oh no, gaming news and nerd culture. Let's go. Open fridge, what's inside? Take a peek. Round table talk every day of the week. Hip hop beats dancing on the floor. Tune in, y'all. We're ready for more. Ready for more. Looking for more. Open fridge. Click play. Open fridge. On fridge. All day. Open fridge. Let's see. Open fridge. You and me.
What's going on, everybody? My name is JPXL, J Pixel, and we are back. It is Monday, and it is time to open the fridge. Yes, we are back. I'm gonna have to change that intro. I know Stack Jack's complaining about the AI rap, but I know he likes it. I've been working on some stuff, but of course, as you know, our good friend Mr. Cooper, aka Galaga Guy, he is retired from the show, but he will be back. But he's going to have a baby, so I had to bring on some new crew, and I have a couple of gentlemen that decided to join me today.
Whoa, what's up?
Whoa.
What's going on, Todd?
Yes, fine, sir.
You got some big shoes to fill, I tell you that.
Absolutely.
But I think we've kind of got you some practice, so
yeah,
I think we're good.
And I followed in Galaga Guy's footsteps. I ordered every decanter I could find online. So
As a must.
I'll have a whole shelf full, just like him. At some point, we'll get there. So,
but if you get a necklace where you can eat chicken nuggets, you got to pull the trigger right away. You can't hesitate.
I won't hesitate like Galaga Guy did. I will
Yes.
order that thing as quick as I can get it in
I
my
think
cart.
that was the biggest fail having him on the show is he didn't get it soon enough because the next week he went to go get it and they're gone. But also joining with us, Brooklyn. Thank you for coming back, man. Thank you for coming back. We had a great time last time.
Yeah.
Yes, and
we also had a great time for like 2 hours after the show.
Yeah, we did, and we'll talk about that.
I'm like the spoiled food in the back of the fridge. Sometimes you got to move to the front to remind yourself it's time to throw it out.
Oh no, never. No, you're like that bottle of wine or something you have in the back that you're just letting age that you forget about, and like, oh, I have this. I need to bring that back. You know, I need to bring that back. No, I get you on the rotation, Brooklyn.
Jay, but before I even want to talk about anything else on this show, I know that you have your whole thing worked out. Dude, what the hell happened to your thumbnail? Did you like ask AI what would happen if PD7 and Brooklyn Menace had a baby and it just made that image?
Love it. Love everything about it.
Holy crap, man. For a second, I didn't even know if I was on the show until I saw my name underneath. I was like, who the hell is that guy?
Oh, that is his interpretation of you, I guess.
Wow.
No, literally, that was probably the best version that I could find.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, for some reason, and it did it to me too. People get a lot of crap, but for some reason, AI wants to make me fat and short, and it gives you a little weight. I don't know why. It's like, I was like, so I just say that's fat Brooklyn.
We might have an issue now, Jay. We might have an issue.
Wow.
I'm just saying, man. But I tried to take, screen. I gotta get a better picture of you so we can try to get it, or I get James to do it. He can get them pretty good.
That he can.
Send it over to the pro.
You send it over to the pro. But I'll show you I'll show you a couple of me too, and you can tell me. I don't know. It kind of looks like me. I did my son really well. I nailed my how made my son look. But
that was me before my Discord started.
Yeah. The aged you really
now
quick.
I'm all wrinkled and aged. Look, even my hair is going gray on my
I'm getting
face.
some gray too. It's like whatever.
It's coming in.
The wife loves it, so it's whatever, man. It's a sign of it's a distinguished look, I would say. But well, we got a lot to do today, guys. I mean, there's just so much news. I was like overwhelmed. I was like, there's just so much to talk about. I mean, then things just keep dropping this week, so. I figured, hey, we're gonna dive into it. Now I know normally we do a lot of other things, but we're gonna kind of slim it down a little bit. And but first thing we don't want to slim down is Todd. Why don't you say hi to everybody in the chat real quick?
Absolutely. We got Jason Little Alien, the best moderator in the business. J-Rod's here. Meatball Saucy is here. Mr. Robotron himself, Stock Jock, is here, and MS Rich is here, and Hockey Town Arcade popped in. Hopefully he is still there. And of course, Brooklyn Menace was in the chat earlier. So
I was complaining about my AI image.
He was.
Brian is here as well. So Stock Jock's giving away more of those memberships.
What?
Thank you so much, my friend. We really appreciate you. Mr. Paradise is here as well.
And
so
that Stock Jock, you know what? He is my #1 supporter, and I know he gives me a hard time, but he can give me the hardest time because he is truly one of the best guys in the community.
He truly is.
He is. He's so nice. He gives me a hard time, and I deserve it. I'm just gonna say. But yes, and that leads us to do this week's click support. If I can ever, I had it. Where'd it go? Here it is. Oh, link support.
Link support coming through.
Thanks for your support.
And Stockjack beat me to it. So we're not gonna do our normal click support. All I'm gonna say is if I can, how do you do this now? All right, let's see here. Full screen. All right.
Here you are.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
There it is.
There it is. There it is. All right. So what? Stockjack just gave them away. I was like, we're gonna remind people we do have memberships on our channel. As you can see, Brooklyn, this is what AI made me. So I just so you're not. This is. I mean, it kind of. This one's kind of working, but it did my son perfectly. You know.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But,
AI is just sitting back laughing while the entire home arcade community is imploding over it.
and it's laughing at us. I was like, it kind of looks like me. But I'll keep trying. But it nailed my son perfectly. But yeah, I just want to. Last time we were on, we did a really fun video that if you become a member, which thanks to Stock Check, you guys are going to be able to see our Kung Fury 2 trailer reaction. I think that was one of the craziest
so
things
fun.
we've ever seen. But
Yeah.
and more of Stock Jock's favorite AI music. That whole,
there you go.
stuff. I do got some behind the scenes and I'm going to be working on different stuff. Plus, you get the cool emojis and you get the icons and stuff. I'm going to be focusing on just adding value to that. But yeah, that was one of the ways you can click and support us. Another one is you need to go check out our other. Hang on here. Yeah, Brooklyn. What have you been doing in your channel? I mean, doing a lot of streaming. I see.
Yeah, obviously, I went through the entire Doom: The Dark Ages. Man, that game was freaking amazing.
Okay, this is the new one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I've been playing a lot of Ninja Turtles, Shattered Fate.
Okay. Is that the turn-based RPG one?
It is not turn-based at all. It is a roguelike Turtles game where you have to keep playing the same thing over and over again, and you have to make decisions in the game whether you're not doing good enough, and you may lose to spend scrap on helping you through the run, or you can purchase items that once you go back to the home base in the sewers, you can permanently level up your characters. There's absolutely no way you're going to make it far when you first start the game. So, but what's incredible about this game, think of it like a Hades type game. We were playing this morning. This was myself, my friend Gregory, and my friend Randy. Okay. So that's another thing that's cool about this. You could play with up to 4 people. Seamless. They were both on the Switch too. I was on the PlayStation 5. No issues, you know.
Oh, so it's cross-platform.
Yeah, total cross-platform. The game's on sale right now, I think on the Switch for like $11-12, on the PS5 for maybe like $20. It's so much freaking fun. I'm so addicted to this game.
Okay.
And I can continue my game with the powers that I've accumulated, and they can jump in with whatever they've done. But I did notice the game 100% ramps up the difficulty the more turtles that are in the game. And what's cool, even if you play it single player, every single time you go back, the turtles are saying different stuff, the bosses are saying different stuff, the different type of enemies might show up. So it's not, even though it's like repeating the same thing over and over again, it's always subtly different, and you never wind up having the same play style because the level ups, the whole system is like randomly generated, so you never know what you're going to get.
Okay,
so this is us fighting the first boss.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch some of this because I had a completely different idea what this game was gonna be. So
think Hades, but with the Ninja Turtles and the ability to play it with your friends co-op online.
That's pretty cool.
I think, Todd, this might be one we could all jump on.
Oh yeah. No, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, we're trying to think, and for Arcades Anonymous and stuff, trying to think of games we could play together, maybe with the community and stuff.
I would love to see other people playing this together, you know, and just sit back. I definitely would enjoy watching it.
Right. And Brooklyn, that's kind of what you're all about, right? Is trying to get everybody together and playing together and stuff.
That's basically what I'm about. Like I just like playing games. I really love doing it on the PS5 because, like, even if 2 people show up, it's like you're just having a talk with them while you're enjoying the game, and it's just fun, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think that's why everybody likes Walkabout Golf too. Is
Oh yeah, so
it's just
the
a
social
chill
side
game.
of it,
I
yeah.
think we don't even care about the golf sometimes. It's like hanging out and
Oh, yeah.
I think Meatball. I don't know Meatball's in here, but he's been doing. Yeah, he's in there. He's been doing the movie nights on VR and stuff. And it's just it's cool that that's kind of what I'm all about too. Is
Yeah.
doing stuff like that and you know, just getting excited about all this stuff. So yeah, so I'm pretty I'm very interested now, Brooklyn, that you pointed that out. So, and I'm a big Turtles fan too. And another one you guys can go over and click to is our new co-host, Nerd Lounge Master 84. You are where you at? You're at
366. Yeah,
and Brooklyn, you're
almost at 2K, right?
You're almost to 2K. So
Almost to
yeah.
2K.
All right,
let's get him to 2K.
Get him.
I go up, I gained a few, then I go down a few. You know, it's
yeah, I
always
know.
been like that.
Do you get paranoid when you start watching that? That's
No, I could care less.
I mean,
you're low like this, you look at it every day, but you know, once you get to a certain goal, you kind of just let it go, right?
No, yeah. I mean, I'm glad I'm at 1,000. I'm monetized. I'm able to do the stuff in it, and watching it grow does. It's just encouraging more than anything.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm like, oh my gosh, but it's more of like just okay, cool. People like what I'm doing.
For me, if it's going to be a slow growth, I would rather that the people actually that say, yeah, I want to subscribe to this channel are people that are going to show up and watch it.
And support you.
Yeah, because there's certain things I can do even now with the Switch 2 coming out that I could just try to cash in on.
Yeah,
but when I go back to my normal stuff, you know, those people are not going to be 100% interested in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a good balance. I'm finding it. I'm just doing like this Monday show is a different audience, and then me and the wife did one last week. We went to a theme park and we just hung out and we found a Deal or No Deal and we streamed that, and that seems like a different audience. The mobile streaming attracts different people. I'm finding that out. The mobile is a different audience completely, and then I'm doing my shorts. So if I can just kind of do those things and see what people like. The shorts are just so weird what people watch. It's just some random stuff.
You want to hear about weird and Switch 2? I literally did this as a joke. All I did is record the progress bar of my Switch transferring to my Switch 2 for like 2 minutes and put that up. And within one day, like it's got like 1,300 views.
Wow.
It's just weird what people like don't even care.
Like, why would you even watch that?
Yeah, but people will. They'll sit there. Oh, that's amazing.
I pretty much I did it as a joke, but I also did it to capture that moment.
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird, but these moments when new consoles come out, it doesn't happen that often, and it's like special to me. And so I might go back and look at that, you know, years from now, be like, oh yeah, that was when the Switch 2
when you install, when you set up your like PS4 or PS5 the first time, it's doing this menu that you're never going to see again. Because once you got it all set up, you're good. So it's like the first time you start these. So yeah, it is one of those historic moments. For your
setting up
career.
Consoles nowadays is not like it used to be where you turn it on and you're ready to go. Now you turn it on and then it's an hour of like scanning QR codes on the screen and
logging into making an account if you don't have one. And
I always forget my password. So
oh man, then you're having to wait for the reset.
Well, I have that thing where I can do it on my phone now, and you can do the thumbprint and stuff. But
I gotta say the transfer went so smooth.
Okay. We'll get into that. We're gonna get all your opinions on the Switch too. So Todd, you have been doing these shorts.
Yes.
So tell us about these shorts real quick. I got to catch up on them. I know I'm gonna binge these pretty soon here.
Basically, you know, I order a lot of stuff. I pre-order a lot of stuff, and
I just noticed this.
Yep. Yeah, you need to watch that one. That one's a fun one. But yeah, you know, I'll get something in, I'll order something off eBay, and it gets tucked away in the car, it gets tucked away in here, and I totally forget that I, you know, ordered it or whatnot. So I've been, you know, our good friend G.I. Joel, go check him out as well if you haven't already. he kind of challenged me to open some boxes and get some things done. So that's what I've kind of been doing. And I thought it'd be kind of cool just to, film it, do some shorts. Really helps me with the views. I get a few subs every now and then, but I think it's really fun content as far as, people getting to see something that you bought or freebies like the one here on number 2. That was a giveaway I got from the Cleveland Gaming Classic. So, yeah.
I'm very I know this magazine. I had this magazine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you didn't know, back in the day, you could actually, there's programs in the back you type into your computer and you had a game for free.
Yep.
Remember that.
Yeah. Todd, can you man the chat for me?
Absolutely.
I can't see it for some reason.
Okay, no problem.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on. So if you guys, did I put Todd's? Yep, it's in there. All right. So yeah, that's our click support this week. We're just check out all our channels. Check out Brooklyn. You're gonna be doing more of that Turtles thing. I'm gonna have to start watching.
You can definitely expect a lot more Switch stuff. So
yep.
What people don't realize is I'm on the Switch pretty often, especially lately, because we play a lot of Mario Golf and stuff on there, but I don't stream it. I'll explain why. I don't know when we get to the Switch stuff, but expect a lot of Switch 2 stuff coming up.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, so that's a link support. Let's get into. We're gonna kind of slim it down, but we are gonna give you some deals.
What's the deal? Hey, what's the deal?
What's the deal?
And what's the deal?
What's the deal? What's the deal? Deal. I mean, what's the deal?
All right, guys, what's the deal? Got some quick ones for you. We still have that Brawler one on the Humble Bundle is still available.
I need to go get it before we run out of time. How many days? 9 days?
It looks like let's see, where does it say that?
Right underneath that bar there. Check out offer
9 days,
is
1 hour
9
and
days.
33 minutes. You guys got to pick up $16 gets you everything.
Yep,
So
I gotta do
It's
that.
got River City Girls and River City Girls 2 right there, just for those 2 games being in there.
Yep.
Mhm.
Pick this up. Final Vendetta, 100%.
And then Double
Double
Dragon
Dragon
Neon.
Double Dragon
Neon.
Neon. That one is hit or miss for people, but I think it's a great game.
For $16. Come on, guys.
That's a great bunch of games.
Yep. So 78% positive on Steam. So I mean, it's like you said, hit or miss on there. Moving on, there's a new bundle out for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You can pick up Black Ops 6 and for $4.50. This is the same price as a Switch without a game. So this is with the drive too. So I think this is probably digital. They usually, when I usually buy these bundles, are usually digital, unfortunately. But Black Ops 6 with a PlayStation 5, I think that's the best deal in town, to be honest. If you just want to get into gaming, can't go wrong. Anybody disagree with that?
No.
PS5 is the best console of all time, so you can't go wrong with it.
Yep. So so that just dropped this week. So I was like, crap, man. And then they just announced some other things to do with Call of Duty. We'll talk about that. But yeah, right now, if you haven't got into gaming, you want something to just get into, this is your best entry point right here, I believe. Especially since it's the disc drive one too. So check that out. But if you just already have a PlayStation and you want to get into Call of Duty 6, right now it's $20 for the PS4, which is automatically upgraded to the PS5. So if you have multiple consoles like I do, I usually just grab the PS4 one. So in case, the cool thing about, I wish every game did, and you can hate on Black Ops or Call of Duty all you want, but what they do is they're cross-gen and cross-platform. So it doesn't matter if you're on the PS4, PS5, Xbox S, X, One, or PC. Everybody can play together. There's the only game I know of, except for Fortnite, that can do that. And hopefully we can get Nintendo in there. They're talking about doing that with the next one. So definitely $20, guys. You can get this for Xbox 2, I believe. So if you're in the Xbox side, it does come free with Game Pass. But if you just want to own it, I think eventually I get it for PlayStation. I usually play Call of Duty on it just feels better on PlayStation to me. I don't know. Brooklyn, do you have both?
Both what?
Xbox and PlayStation, or you just
Yeah,
PlayStation?
I have everything.
Yeah, so do you feel wrong playing Call of Duty on Xbox? I don't know. Is it just
No, but I would play it on PS5 before Xbox.
Yeah.
Because I like the controller better. I like the haptics in the controller.
Yeah, that jam. I don't know if you ever play any game that takes advantage of that double click. Like I play 2K. Like if you're doing like your run button, if you're actually getting tired, it won't go down. It literally is like you're getting fatigued. It literally
Yes.
it has that, and sometimes some games has the double trigger. Like halfway is one thing, and then you pull it again, it does another. So you can set your secondary on your trigger. So there's cool things like that people don't realize that the PlayStation does.
Yeah. You know what? One thing that I do, you may think I'm crazy. You see, like you said, I'll buy the PS4 version because you get the free upgrade to PS5. Even if it's more money, I'll buy the PS5 version because I want the PS5 box.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, if you do, this exact same price.
I know. I've seen it so many times where I'm like, I can save like 10, 20 bucks if I get the PS4 version.
Yeah.
And it's got the free upgrade right on the box, it says.
Right. The reason why I don't do that is because I have PS4 still, and you can have 2 PS4s in your account and 1 PS5 in your account. So I have multiple, so then I can kind of bounce around with the same disc. And that's my logic. That's the reason why I do it. I
still have my PS4 Pro. I haven't had it on in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's still there. But all the PS4 games play on the PS5.
Those little quirky things us gamers do, you know. Moving on. I thought this was good deal. You tell me, Brooklyn. $350.
It's really good.
The Horizon Call of the Mountain. It's the same price if you don't get it. So I've said, why not get the bundle? If you want to jump into PlayStation VR 2, $350 right now at Best Buy.
Yeah, you can't beat that. I paid a lot more. Well, I had to have it day one, of course.
Right.
But like Call of the Horizon Call of the Mountain is already almost, it's like a $60 VR game. So
wow,
minus that off the price. Like that's almost worth it for some people that have the PSVR 2 that want an extra pair of controllers just to get that just in case.
Yeah.
To have it.
Why is the controllers more?
I think until recent, there was no way to buy just PSVR 2 controllers if something happened to one.
Yeah,
like the only way you get it is by another PSVR. I think that's starting to change now. But those controllers are amazing too. Like it has the same exact technology as the PS5 controllers. And there's some games in VR when you jam your gun, you literally can't pull the trigger anymore. It jams up. And it just adds that extra.
Oh, so it has the
sense
same
of reality.
technology.
Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Badass controllers.
Yeah, I know everybody says it looks better. I mean, I'm really happy with the Meta 3, but this is tempting to get some of the exclusives because I have a bunch of VR games because of I'm on the PlayStation Network. I'm on the highest tier, so there's a lot of free ones that you get. I love Horizon Zero Dawn games. I'm still playing the first one. The first one's still so vast that but it's not overwhelming. You know, the skill tree, everything just is very logical. It's not overdone. I think I don't know about the second one, but the first one I'm very happy with.
Did you pick up the remaster they recently did of it for the PS5?
I did not, unless they gave it to me for free.
All right, so basically they took the first one and redid it up to the scale of the graphics of the second one. But not only that, they actually re-recorded hundreds of hours of audio with actors for the game. So they didn't just bump up the resolution. They really redid the game from the ground up to take advantage of the PlayStation 5.
Did they get that guy who died?
And why I didn't beat the game yet.
No. The guy who died in real life.
In real life? I don't know. Look, they can do everything with AI now, except make pictures of Brooklyn
Creed,
Menace
the guy
that don't look like PD7.
The guy who played he was the guy who played Creed in Rocky.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
He's the voice in there. and it was
I've
he
only
passed.
played the opening when I'm still like a child running through the caves,
Oh
and then
no.
you go out into the
Well, eventually
like
he's
the
a
tall
mentor inside
grass.
her head. And this guy talks to her, and it's just a voice. But
But
um,
I did beat Horizon Call of the Mountain. I streamed the entire game.
okay, you got to
It's
play the first one then.
I know Horizon Call of the Mountain. They pretty much set up that game as an easy introduction for people that were new to VR. So
Yeah.
there was certain things that settings by default that I turned all that nonsense off.
Mhm.
But it's still a great game. You do so much climbing. The scenery is absolutely stunning in that game in
Yeah.
virtual
Okay.
reality.
That's awesome. So Brooklyn said this is a good deal though, right? For 350. I mean,
Dude,
this is
that's
real
a real
good
good
deal for
deal.
getting a VR, especially
Yeah.
if you have a PS5. So 450 and this, what is that? 700? And what is it? 600 for a Meta 3? So plus you get the game. So yeah, definitely it's getting down there. I really hope PlayStation continues to support the VR stuff because we need it. All right, moving on to Epic Games. Right now, you are getting some good ones.
Deathloop.
Deathloop is free right now, so go
Yeah.
pick that up.
I have that on PS5.
Yeah, Deathloop. Yeah, so do I. This is a great game. You keep dying and then you come back and try to figure.
Mhm.
If you haven't picked it up yet, this is a great game. I don't know what this one is. Secret Forest. I don't know what that word is. And 2 Point Hospital Finner. My son, he absolutely loves this game because you can intentionally get everybody sick. If somebody's like I forget if they have a head cold or something, or like they're lightheaded, so you give them a light bulb and that unscrews their light bulb and stuff. It's just got weird stuff in it. But
Wow.
it's one of those like sim games that you can just start messing with people if you really want to. But yeah, so that's going to be available soon, June 12th. So
Good thing
these
your
are
son
available.
doesn't work in a hospital.
No, my wife does those.
Okay.
Ah.
You should have her play it and see what she does to the patients.
Oh no, I've played it. It's quite fun. If you guys haven't played it, it's he just like tells me all the crazy stuff he does. This is one of those like sandbox games that you just do crazy stuff in. But yeah, check out Deathloop too. So that is free. Moving on to PlayStation Plus this month. These are confirmed. We're getting Alone in the Dark, NBA 2K. I've been watching the finals. I don't know if my Detroit Pistons didn't make it, but they're doing good. And Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I don't know what that is. Destiny 2. Are you a Destiny guy, Brooklyn? I've never.
was.
I'm so
I
far
actually never played Destiny 2, but I was playing a ton of
behind. So
Destiny
James,
when it first came out.
Skull and Bones. I'm kind of excited about that one. Just maybe we can all just play some Skull and Bones. So now that's free, maybe it would actually be fun. Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition, and Firebreaker. This one's interesting. This is going to be day one, June 17th. I think it's coming for Game Pass too. So, and Deus Ex: The Conspiracy. I played a little bit of the Deus Ex series. I haven't really got into it yet. I know there's like 2 paths you can take and stuff. Alone in the Dark is probably the big one that a lot of people are who aren't into sports are interested in that one. Any of these catch your eye, Brooklyn?
Yeah, Alone in
Todd?
the Dark. It just also dropped on for one of the games of the month on PS5. I grabbed that. The only one I didn't grab is the basketball game because I'll never play it.
Yeah, I'm a basketball. I'll get one like every 4 or 5 years, and I will play it to the. And this is it's my like relaxing just. I don't think I just play it kind of a game. It's just more like just a relaxing thing for me. I'm a basketball guy.
The only thing I know about basketball is what I learned from watching PD7 when he goes to talk to Shaq. Like I know so little about basketball that I'll get one in the hoop and yell touchdown.
Yeah. It's all good. I mean, it is for us who are into these sports games, it is a very good game. It's just the online stuff. The highway robbery of some of the stuff they do to some of the gamers is atrocious. It's unbelievable what they can get away with. They can get these guys to spend so much money, every stinking year.
Mm-hmm.
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
No idea.
Yeah.
I don't know, Destiny. So that's what they got going on. Xbox wasn't looking good until their presentation. So, like I said, Firebreaker's coming out. EA Sports FC 25. That's a big deal. That's probably the #1 game in the world. Is the FIFA replacement of. I don't get it, but a lot of people know it's a big thing. Crash Bandicoot 4.
That's a good game.
Lost in random rematch against the Storm. Some of these Barbie Project Friendship. I know that's what Todd's excited.
Oh yes, I'm all over that.
Up. Now I got to turn my Xbox back on.
I mean, you can't miss the Barbie. I mean, come on.
Look, we all in the home arcade community can learn a little bit from Barbie Project Friendship.
We can.
We surely can. We can grow on it.
This should be a mandatory gameplay for everybody in the community. Is you got to learn how to have a.
Do you want to become a home arcade YouTuber? Well, you have to play through Barbie Project Friendship first and learn something.
Love it, Brooklyn. Love it.
That's your qualifications of getting in.
All right. Living in a Barbie world, yes.
Meatball Saucy's living it, man.
All
He's
right.
living it.
Moving over to Prime Gaming, they are adding. This surprises me of all the games they're putting on here. Amnesia Rebirth. I don't know. I know this one's kind of like.
That was like a real scary game.
Yeah, it's scary and like things happen. Like you're supposed to get crazy, so everything kind of goes nuts and stuff. I've never played any of them. I have them all in my collection on my backlog, but I've never got into them. And the Abandoned Planet, I don't know what that is. Samurai Bringer, Trinity Fusion. So those are the free ones right now. And of course, last week, it seems like every week they're putting new stuff on here. Thief 2. There's something for everybody on there. And like I said, these go into like either Epic or ROG. If your subscription runs out like mine did, you can still grab them and still have them for life. So definitely check out those. All right. Getting into the games of the week. My game of the week is going to be Tony Hawk. 3 and 4 is coming out right now, but a demo just dropped for the new one, 3 and 4. So you play the Foundry level, which is Pro Skater 3. I've played a lot of this game. I don't know, Brooklyn, have you a Tony Hawk guy or not?
No, I never played any Tony Hawk games.
Todd?
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, man, the sports stuff, Tony Hawk, the skate, I love this stuff. So if you're into that, if you want to get a taste for what it is, the remastered of Foundry is very nicely done. It's just kind of like the trick. It's doing the trick one. It's not doing the skate or any of the other things. So you just kind of get a feel for it. So if you've gotten that and you got a taste for it, go ahead and switch over to grab Tony Hawk 1 and 2 to get the first 2 games. I've beaten everything. There's like one section I haven't beat of this game. So I spent a lot. It doesn't really take you long if you're big into Tony Hawk, but this is my game of the week is Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I love that Tony Hawk keeps bringing this game back, and he's like challenging these guys to make this game better. So you prefer Tony Hawk -1? I don't think that's out yet, but definitely check it out if you are at all interested in a really cool arcade style skateboarding game. Todd, you had something to say?
Oh, I was just saying the -1. It just made me think of Godzilla. Sorry, that's just where my mind went. Is it like a version?
That is true. That is a good movie, and I'm not a Godzilla watcher.
Are the Japanese going to take over and do a Tony Hawk? I mean,
Tony Hawk. And I did see that Tony Hawk 3 and 4 is going to have the turtles in it. If that entices you at all,
that might accidentally entice me.
That they're going to have turtles skating in it. They did drop that little bit of knowledge. Todd, your game of the week is, I know this isn't the one you're playing, but this is a video I found of a really cool 3D version of it. So I might figure out what the heck this guy's playing.
That's Crow from the Evercade Effect.
Yeah, there it is. But picked this up. What was it? Saturday, I think. And I played a few games on it, and it interests me. It's an interesting table. with the ramps going up, and then the upper. God, I can't even talk this morning. Yeah, it was just a good table to play. I enjoyed it, and I thought I would share it with it. I know it probably didn't get the best of reviews from some of the other people in the community, but I quite enjoy it. I like the theme. You know, it just kind of just draws me to it. So
okay,
not for everybody, but I wanted to make sure.
Give it a shot. You're saying give it a shot. That's what you're saying.
Give it a shot. You know, I think it was worth the $7 I paid for it. So. Hopefully you feel the same way.
Okay, I'd say give it a try. And then Brooklyn.
Yep.
Brooklyn, you're playing this.
You're paying that? No way.
Have you heard of this, guys? You heard of this game? And Brooklyn I was like, what is this? What are you talking about? But Brooklyn,
Yes.
what can you say about?
So, yeah, my game of the week. It was a close one, but
it was close.
I gotta give it to Mario Kart World. And that is coming from somebody, I'm not even a big Mario Kart fan. So, but man, when you play this game, it is so beautiful. Like, you have to see this game in 4K HDR. It performs so well. The modes that they added into it. Been playing, I played through the whole thing solo, like all the tracks. But when you play online with the community, there could be up to 24 of us on the track at the same time. And they have a mode called Knockout where the last couple of racers to make it get knocked out, but they could still just watch what's going on in the race, but you're out of it. And the race, it's so chaotic. It never stops. You never stop racing. And that mode is so much fun. And then even if you're just not into the racing, it's got this mode, like just the open world. You can, and there's so much stuff going on in between the tracks, so much throwback to all the stuff from Mario that you love everywhere. And you could just drive around and just like discover all these things. And you're just like, well, could I do that? Like next thing you know, you're on the water and it kind of turns into like wave race. Well, what happens if I go into the back of that boat? All of a sudden you take over the boat and it turns it into a mode, like different challenges. So it's like they made this open world game out of it besides the racing. So there's a lot to it. I didn't even see half of those characters. So many characters and cars that you can open up. Yeah, it's just a beautiful game. I don't know about people that are playing it handheld, but I'm playing it in 4K HDR and it is just... I'm so happy to finally see 4K, like 4K Nintendo games.
Right. I didn't know there was a rewind feature.
Is there a rewind? No.
Yeah, he just rewound.
So
yeah,
what do you think? Because there has been some negativity about it. So what do you take away from some of the negativity now?
Well, I think the negativity is based off of people that never even played the game yet. So how could you be like, some of the negativity is like, well, it doesn't look any different than the last Mario Kart. Yes, it does. If you're watching it on a stream, you cannot compare to what it looks like on a stream compared to what it looks like when you're sitting in front of your 65-inch 4K TV and HDR, and it's smooth as silk. There's not one jaggy edge on anything. There's so much stuff, so many races on the track, and there's absolutely not a hitch in the game.
Okay.
So no, it's not like the last Mario Kart. That's why this could not be on the Switch. The original Switch could not handle this game.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
Awesome. So that is Brooklyn's game of the week. Probably you're going to see a lot of people streaming in the community that game. So yeah, and that is awesome.
One other point, as a lot of the arguments I hear is it has no games. When the Switch came out, it didn't even have a Switch, exclusive game. It had a Wii U game, which was the Zelda
Mario
game.
Kart.
No.
Oh yeah, it was Zelda, wasn't it?
That was a Wii U game.
Yep.
So you didn't have to get the Switch to play it. You could have played it on your Wii U. So this is actually one of the first Switch console releases in a while that actually has a game that is just exclusive to that console. Now,
I think PlayStation was doing the same problem too, right? PlayStation's still coming out with different. To this day.
Was it a good idea for it to be Mario Kart? Yes. Here's why. Number one, Mario Kart was the Switch's biggest selling title.
It was.
All right, so that's one factor. Number two, if they did release another Nintendo first-party game that was like, say, like a Mario game, and it's just single player, then on the launch day, they would have lost out on all the new Switch 2 owners being able to come together and play together. So that's why I think Mario Kart was like an excellent choice as the first Switch 2 exclusive game, because it covers all the bases. And do you not think Nintendo is smart enough to not know that? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, they know. They don't just like make decisions willy-nilly. I'm sure they put a lot of thought into what was coming first.
Yeah, I think their biggest thing is Mario Kart. It's definitely a good choice. I mean, go ahead, Todd.
I have a confession.
You bought it?
No.
Okay.
I want to buy it. Can't buy it. Should have bought it. Should have pre-ordered it, and you talked me out of pre-ordering it. So thank you, Jay.
No problem.
Never
I got
forget
you
for that. But anyway, I have probably literally 6 copies of Mario Kart for the Switch. I literally do, because what happens is my daughter will buy one, she'll play it, she'll misplace it, and she wants to play Mario Kart, and instead of just buying it digitally, she just wants another cart. So we go and we buy another. I literally have 6 copies of Mario Kart.
No wonder it was the biggest selling game.
And I'm wondering.
Ty keeps on jacking those numbers up.
I keep jacking those numbers up. So I'm kind of wondering if anybody in the chat had the same problem, where you wanted the physical. You were like, I had the light, and she wanted to play the light on the road, and she didn't have the cartridge.
I've heard the same thing with was it Animal Crossings, because they made it so it locks to a certain switch.
Yep.
And you lose everything. So I know I've heard of like spouses, like wives, wanting multiple switches so they can do different things in the
Yeah.
So Nintendo knows what they're doing regularly.
Oh yeah.
If
all right,
Animal Crossing was the first exclusive Switch 2 game, I would have went to Best Buy just to kick the display over.
Wow.
Don't underestimate that game. My wife does not play games.
I know. I'm not even getting started. I know it's all cutesy and stuff, but I know if I picked it up, like a half hour later, I'll be sucked in.
I'm not alone in this world.
Yeah.
People buy multiple copies.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna keep going, guys. Right now, just some quick news before we get into the big stuff with Nintendo and the big boys. This just dropped. Our boy Chaotic let us know. Predator, the pinball machine. I didn't even know this was coming out. Did you, Todd?
No, I had no idea this was coming out.
I don't even know who Pinball Brothers is.
Yeah, they make the Aliens table and an Appa table. I mean, they have a couple tables out, and I was just so surprised when he did this. When he showed us that this came out, I'm like, how did we miss this? How did this not get like publicized like all over the place? A Predator table is just a really great idea. So
yep, and he did share this little promo thing they had. It's not very I mean, it's basically the same thing, but showing the Predator mode. So that's kind of not very good. You can't really tell what it is, but I don't know who Pinball Brothers is, but they got a good IP. I'm excited to see this in the wild. There's kind of see the play field. He showed us this and this. This is the only leaked photos we could scrounge up.
Little disappointed they're not going to be at Atlanta.
Yeah.
Obviously I don't think they're going to be in Cleveland either. That would be cool if they were, but maybe if you and some of the other guys decide to go to Chicago, hopefully they will be there for that. So
right.
Looks like they stole the design from the Jurassic Park 4KP.
Yes, with the green. Yeah.
They called up James and got some pointers on how to get foliage on. Brooklyn, you interested in a pinball at all? Are you a pinball guy?
If I were to get any pinball, it would be hands down Evil Dead. Like,
Okay. Yeah, that was
and it was Godzilla, but Evil Dead just trumped it. Like
the double shotgun thing.
oh yeah, that's just so sick, that whole thing. But I need to have like the girl on top, you know,
Gotcha.
lifting the hatch.
But I mean, I'm excited to see this out in the wild and play. You don't have to buy pinball like everybody else. You can go and find a place, a pinball hall or something like that. That's what I do. You can watch some of my streams. I find these places, and it's you can find pinball anywhere. It's like it's crazy. These random places will have pinball, and I just go out and try to find those things, and that's what I'm excited to see. If I got a pinball guy I know, I'll see if he's going to buy it and put it in his place, and I'll go play it. So be on the lookout for this. Definitely interested in
Look,
that.
if pinball wasn't popular, like we wouldn't be seeing so many different pinball tables coming out. You know?
Yeah.
So
and I've noticed pinball is across demographic. Men, women, young and old. I've seen when I'm going to these events and going to these places, I see everybody, not just one like old 40-year-old men going to see play. I see everybody, young, old, everybody's. They're like
not just our demographic.
No,
everybody.
It's just crazy. It's cool to see, and then of course when you see pinball, you see arcades. They kind of go hand in hand, and so yeah, I can always find a Pac-Man or a Galaga lurking around the same area. So yeah, check and be on the lookout for that. I'm kind of excited about that. I did want to bring up Glenn's Kickstarter. His GRS Build-A-CADE is going to be live.
Going live, yeah.
Going live. I didn't catch his video, but I knew he mentioned it. I just kind of want to let people know that's coming out. You guys interested at all in this? You guys you gonna get it? How are you feeling about it?
I would 100% have backed this and gotten it if I have a basement, but I don't have room for a 200-pound full-size arcade right now.
Right.
And I already have the same thing this is running on my iArcade.
Yep.
So I have to stick with it in the smaller form factor, but I look, me not getting it, I don't think it's going to change anything because I think so many people are interested in this. He can almost sell these to actual arcades, you know?
Yeah,
like, it's
arcades.
like the real deal, man.
I would actually, like I said, I got my pinball guy. He has got arcades too. I could probably talk him into getting one of these if we could get a finished one. You know what I mean? If we could get some set up on there, I could probably help him out on that. But yeah, if they're able to take real arcade standard beatings, like I think that this be a cool option. I'm in the same boat as you, Brooklyn. I have the iArcade. I have this already. I would be more interested in a 3/4 scale, like the iArcade. A full size is just very limited on what I have a basement, but you know, space is still limited, and you kind of want to pick what your main one would be. I have the arcade with the Viper. Everything is cool. But yes, but if this is something you're into and you want to get it, be on the lookout for this. And I don't want to discourage anybody from supporting Glenn. If you guys are excited for this, I'm just like, I'm with you, Brooklyn. I already bought all this stuff. So, oh, thank you, B Kirby, for the $10 super chat. Always likes watching you fellas. Brooklyn needs a permit. He can come in anytime he wants.
Absolutely.
He can, if he hits me up, he wants to be on and talk. He's definitely welcome.
No, I'm never coming on again. This is.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it is what it is.
Appreciate the $10, though, B Kirby. Jay, I expect at least 5 of that.
Oh
for
no,
being on here today.
Not until YouTube gets its cut. That's half.
All right, so it's like 50 cents.
50 cents. So. Plus, I gotta pay for everything. So,
Yeah,
but no,
all right.
dude,
Slide.
yeah, definitely. Brooklyn is welcome on the show.
Get rid of.
Wow.
Now they're just getting mean.
Wow,
MG.
MG. Wow.
Someone
on
said
my own
MG
channel.
that
He
Barbie
kicks me
game.
off my own channel.
Wow. Ouch.
But if you didn't know, MG.
You don't want me by myself for 2 hours.
MG is our biggest fan. So,
Yep. Number one.
yeah, you guys. Then chat. What are you guys feeling about the GRS Build-A-CADE? I want the if he comes out with a smaller one and calls it the Build-A-CADE Screw You, I think I'd be down.
Wait.
I'm not quite at the FU stage. I'm at the screw you stage. So if he does a 3/4 scale,
I just figured out a way to get it. It has 2 drawers in it. I could just tell my wife I just needed
storage,
some extra drawer space.
There you go.
I didn't want this.
It's a cabinet. It's a
Yeah,
cabinet. It's literally a cabinet.
I didn't get it to play any games on it. I promise. I just needed 2 more drawers to put some
to
stuff
hide all
in.
my junk.
Yeah.
There you go.
I know. Go ahead, Todd.
When this initially, announced and all that, I was interested in it, and I think that he's doing a really good, building a really great cab, as we know that he would. I just don't have the space for this. I still have the gosh darn it, totally went blank. My candy cab, the one I got to build. I still got to build that one. I got
Nova
things
Blast.
in here. I mean, I got the Wonderland coming. I don't know where I could stick this thing, and it's like I just don't have the room, and I have to be very selective, and I don't want to keep filling up a storage unit. So, I'm gonna have to pass on this until I can either get a bigger space or do something different. So.
Yeah, put up Meatball's comment real quick. That does make a lot of sense. If you're replacing like the ALU.
Yeah, exactly.
My ALUs, I have the new one, and it kind of filled that niche. But I totally agree. If that's what you're replacing, and if you don't have an iArcade, like me and Brooklyn do, this is a great option. Great option. I think it has the best version. I use it for Reactor. Reactor plays amazing. I'm literally going to change my iArcade machine into a Reactor machine because it's like the perfect thing for it. But I know Glenn's switcher's coming out. I think he made an update on that, and this is coming out. Both playing the same operating system. I know Bobby Boo, he's got a build for these things, but the thing about Bobby, man, he goes all in, and then way huge. I'm like, dude, you don't have to put that many games on a thing. It's like 4 terabytes.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, can you get down to like maybe a terabyte, maybe half of that? We
don't start up Bobby's Vu in front of your kids. It's like a bunch of
that one
naked anime girls popping up.
On that Steam one, yeah.
So
like, hey, dude.
Is he offering anything else? Like, is there any other way to back him? I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with all of his streams, unfortunately. So, is there anything else he's going to be doing? You
can still buy his encoders. You can still buy his joystick. He's got joystick kits. He's got these all as kits anyway, and you can buy the Build-A-CADE itself, the original Build-A-CADE.
Keep buying the Build-A-CADEs. Okay. Well.
Brad saying in the chat that we need a build. I heard there is a build coming. I don't know who's doing it, but I agree. This needs a build. If not, you have to be the type of person that likes to tinker with things, because you're not just going to drop games on this and they're just going to work. Some of them will. Some full libraries I put on there run flawless, but others, like, none will start. You have to know which cores. It's like, if
you
know how to
change
run
cores, and
you're good with it. If you know how to work with RetroArch, you'll be fine.
But it is a tinker. If there's like, I've had to go like find a different ROM, and it's like Robotron. I cannot get Robotron to work on it. It's just, and StockJock just sent me something that actually just worked. I'm like, I'm gonna actually probably try that on there. But like you said, some of these ROMs just don't work, and you have to tinker. And the volume thing, me and Brooklyn were talking about, he just did an update on it, and then my volume button stopped working, and it's blaring. Yeah, like I'm like trying to turn this thing off. I had to go in the menus and turn it down, and I had to reset it, and then finally the volume buttons worked again. But just little glitches and stuff that
I'm starting to think Glenn does it on purpose, and he's just sitting back in his house laughing, knowing he's scaring the crap out of all of us.
Yeah, it goes game on, blaring at 10. You're like, ah. So, but that is coming out. I wanted to bring that up.
Thank you, B Kirby. I'll stop the ums. The ums needs to stop.
That those ticks that we have when you go back and watch yourself, I'm like, dang, why do I always say those? So yeah, I get that. It's just part of speech class. I don't know if you ever took speech class. You had to learn that stuff.
I took speech class in Brooklyn.
It's 20.
Didn't work out well.
Was 20 plus years ago. Whatever.
Yeah, but some
awkward
of those
ums like that.
so those traits you learn, as I say, now I'm gonna be self-conscious about it, that you, instead of you pause and you think instead of doing it. But I'm not gonna do it. It's just not gonna get self-conscious about it, but I got you. Now it is time. We're gonna talk about the big three. The big three dropped a lot of stuff this week. We're not gonna do a lot of the stuff. We are gonna do the food stuff at the end, but I want to dig deep into these things. And the first one we're gonna talk about is, of course, Nintendo in Brooklyn. I know you've already talked a little bit about it.
Let's do it.
This launch of the Nintendo Switch. How did it go for you? What was your experience? I know some people in the community, some of the pre-orders got canceled. I think Target was the worst. They dropped the ball. How would your whole experience go? Who'd you go with? And spill the beans.
My pre-orders went fine. I had 2 of them. So I always pre-order 2 with something that I want that I'm not sure if it's going to be a pain to get once it comes out. So they both went through.
Okay.
I sold one for $700 to some guy.
Wow.
And I kept the other one.
Scalper.
Hell yeah, baby.
700 ain't that
You know
bad.
what? Honestly, on eBay, you almost can't call selling it for $700 scalping, because
that's not
after their freaking fees, and because this guy decided to order it when he was in Canada, they charged me an extra fee, even though his address is here. I made money, some extra money on it, but I wouldn't consider it scalping. But hell yeah, if I could.
No,
If I could have sold it for more,
$3,000 or something ridiculous.
yeah, I didn't do that. I see people trying to sell these for $1,000. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
The limited Switch 2 coin.
Wow.
I
could see people wanting that.
Yeah, I wanted it.
I think Rascal got that. I think that's one of the reasons why.
You know what? I went to the midnight release for 2 reasons. I walked out empty-handed. I went to secure one for my friend Gregory, because he was the only one of my friends that I knew that really wanted one, and he loved Switch so much, and he couldn't get one during the pre-order. So I showed up at 9:00 and I waited. He showed up at around 10:30. By the time he got there, the line was so much longer. I was already at the point where it wrapped around the building. But we were able, where I was in place, we were able to secure the one that he wanted. He didn't really care for getting Mario Kart. He just wanted the console. He's like, I don't really play Mario Kart. I was like, dude, just get the one with the freaking game, because we're all gonna play this. So he wound up getting that one. By the time, it was crazy. Like, we had a great time with the crowd out there. I was just like walking around talking to people. When it hit midnight, we were so excited. We literally did not get in until after 1.
Wow.
Because it wasn't just like, oh, midnight, everybody rushed the doors. Like, it was midnight. No, 3 people in. When they're done and they come out, 3 more people from the pre-orders can come in and pick theirs up. So what happened is, by the time we got in there, everybody had already looted the place, like, of the Pro controllers and stuff like that. So Gregory couldn't get one of those, but he did wind up snagging one. He got 2, one for him and one for his wife, a day later. My Pro controller was already pre-ordered. That showed up on Saturday. It was a great experience, man. So like I said, I just went to be there because I go to every midnight launch, and the last time Best Buy had a midnight launch was when the Xbox One came out. Like, they don't do midnight launches anymore. Like, everything's changed. So it was just so cool to be out there with everybody. When people were coming out with theirs, everybody was freaking cheering.
It was more like the experience of a new launch.
Yeah, it's just the memories of being there. I didn't want to miss it.
Right.
I could have, look, 7 a.m. the next day, that thing was at my door with a Coke and a whole thing of Pringles. So it's like, yeah, did I need to go? No, but I'm glad I didn't miss it.
I did not get one. I did not.
Oh,
But
boy.
I'm happy for the people. You know, people like thinking because I say I'm not going to get one, that means I don't want everybody else to get one. That's not what I mean. It's for me. It doesn't have the killer app and stuff. And Brooklyn, I was going to ask you this too because as for me, I had just bought for my wife and stuff. I have the OLED, which
Yeah, throw that in the garbage, man.
throw this in the garbage. No, this is my wife's.
I love mine. I'm not selling mine. I'm turning mine into a vertical shooter cab with my.
Oh yeah, or that little
arcade
pinball
stick.
game. You know, on Gallagher guy, he had that that pinball thing. You can play vertical. So I still have my OLED, and I have and we're going to be talking about these things too. The ROG Ally.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I
don't think you can compare because obviously the ROG Ally, I have one. It's fantastic. But I guess that you can compare if you play handhelds, but you can't compare anything Nintendo to anything else because the Switch 2 is the only place you can play the Nintendo first party games.
Right, yeah, but that's the point of for me not getting it at launch is because they only had like one really good one that I don't get me wrong, but the thing is I know Mario Kart World is going to be it's going to be always there, and they're always going to upgrade it, and they're going to have a bundle I think for life. I mean, because the original every week, every holiday season they had that bundle, so I don't think I don't have the FOMO I guess of missing out. But now for me, the killer app would be for the mobile would be something like Black Ops, doing a Call of Duty that I could play mobile or a basketball game. And this is the first I think first year in forever that Madden's going to be on there. So I'm the sports guy. So those coming out to a mobile that you could just play, I think that's going to bring more people in eventually. And if we haven't had a Call of Duty on a Nintendo platform since the Wii U, if you haven't realized that. It was Black Ops Ghost, I believe, and then it had Black Ops 2 and Ghost was the last time Call of Duty's been on there. And Call of Duty, like it or not, is a huge game. And the fact that EA has never been on, they kind of not been on Switch, you know. And 2K tried with their basketball game, it sucked. And their wrestling game sucked. So I'm excited for that mobile experience because I don't think PlayStation. I'm a big PlayStation, but that Portal, I don't know. Do you have the Portal?
What's that? PlayStation Portal?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get that. I almost grabbed the 30th anniversary, but never got it. Like I said, I'm not a big handheld guy. I like playing on the big TV. Like I miss out on so much detail when I'm on the handheld that I see on the big screen. So my Switch, they never leave the dock.
So your experience, you're not looking at it as a handheld. You're thinking this.
No, I'm looking at it as a console. I don't use the Joy Cons ever. They stay on there. I always get the Pro controller. Okay. The new Pro controller. I don't know what kind of magic Nintendo worked on this thing, but it feels so good in your hand.
And you have all of them. You have all the consoles. So
yeah, I have everything.
So how does it compare to?
That's the thing is I'm not I'm just a video game fan, so I want to play everything. So I also have to think about it. There are people that are just Nintendo fanboys.
That's true.
They will not get a PlayStation. They will not get an Xbox. So when people complain there's no games for it, why are they putting out games from years ago that we had? Because people on Nintendo could never play it. So for some of these people, they're super excited for something like Cyberpunk, because they never can play it any way else. And
right, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
So you have to think of it that way too. So I think it had a pretty decent launch lineup. I wasn't too interested in everything else because I could have picked up some games. I'm really gonna try on the Switch 2 to stick to more of the first party Nintendo titles and some of the limited runs or strictly limited stuff that come out for it, like the retro games and things like that. But I gotta say this, besides the Switch 2 game, it has just breathed new life into my existing Switch library because everything plays and looks so much better now.
Okay, so you're really the graphics to you is like what's
graphics. Yeah, if you have a 4K TV, do you want a console that can't put out 1080p on it, like
right,
and a bunch of jaggy edges? That's always been my issue with the Switch, and that's why it was always the last platform. If any major game came out for it that wasn't Nintendo, why would I get it on the Switch? So I could play the worst version of it.
That's basically how I thought too. If it wasn't a Nintendo game, why would you get it?
Like,
but and even have like Street Fighter 6 on it. Are you interested? Are you a fighter?
No, I don't care about that. But you can get away with it on the when you're playing it handheld. But when you throw that stuff on a big screen, you could see the issues. You know what I mean? So now that's all fixed. Like, I don't know about the games, just keep getting crazier and crazier graphics wise. So I don't know if it's gonna be able to run like GTA 6, but it's the first Nintendo that is like doing legit beautiful 4K HDR. And you already know how it is when these consoles first come out, and then if you look back and then you see how developers start to really figure out the console and squeeze the most out of it, and the console is going to probably be getting monthly updates, even though I don't personally see any issue with it yet. Could you imagine what Nintendo is going to be able to do with their first party games on this thing? Like, when they drop a Mario game, when they drop Metroid 4, I'm looking forward to that Donkey Kong game too. I have that ordered. It came with my bundle. Donkey
Kong would be one of them. I'd be interested. I know Chaotic, he said he's waiting for that Metroid game. That's going to be when he's going to pull the trigger. Todd, is there a game you're looking forward to that would kind of, I mean, besides just wanting to buy a new thing like you always do, is there like a game that you're like, when it gets this, I want to really want to actually open the no, this is the question, that you would actually open the box and play?
I think the Donkey Kong game will make me come to it, I think. Obviously seeing keep seeing and watching the Mario Kart World videos, it's just like I'm getting the FOMO from that alone. And Brooklyn's right. You could play a ton of other games, but if it's not a first party game, I'm just not really interested in.
Right. But okay, so this was their kind of their launch title that I didn't know what this Fast Fusion, but I've seen somebody playing it. I was kind of interested. I think some of the blowback they were getting because the Switch 2 Welcome Tour was $9 and we're charging for a demo. I think that's kind of a miss.
I wouldn't even play that if it was free.
Yeah, that's kind of a miss. Some of the stuff, some of the stories coming around the Switch 2. You guys hear about the staple incident?
Because when you open the Switch, the screen is facing up.
Yeah, which is a big mistake. Yeah, I think that's a packaging error. I blame Nintendo for that, but I also blame GameStop for doing stupid stuff like that, like putting stickers on everything.
Yeah, but here's the deal, Jay. If they put a staple through my box, even if it didn't hit the screen, I'd be like, "Why the freak are you putting a staple through my box?"
I'd be pissed about that because
do you know? I waited till both of the Switch 2 showed up to see which box was the better one to determine which one I was going to keep. So if they put a staple through mine, I'd be pissed, man.
Even putting tape on it and stuff, they had a chance to that thing. Put it in a bag, cover up, and staple the thing to the top of the bag. But it's just funny though, and the reason why I bring up the staple incident is because I used to work at Staples, and funny thing is they sell consoles at Staples, and again they're not putting staples through your Switch. So if you guys have a chance, if you're trying to find places to buy a Switch, check some of your Staples. Some of them have actually systems and tell them not to put a staple through your.
Jay, that wasn't widespread, was it? Because things spread around the internet. That just might have been one store.
From what I'm hearing, it was a GameStop in New York or Jersey or something.
New York, they'll put a nail through it and say, "Get the F out of here."
It was just one of those viral things that just kind of. But they have pictures to prove it, so it was.
And I love the AI versions of this. That literally GameStop employee pulling out a staple gun or a nail gun and going, "Cha!" And I mean, it was just hilarious.
Forget
yeah.
about the staple. If I would have waited in line in New York, you would have had to like handcuff it to yourself because forget about the staple. Good luck making it to your car without someone
Did you see
stealing it
that?
from you.
I posted a meme or something, and he goes, it was like, I got my new Switch too. Can't wait to try out Mario Kart, and it shows a guy getting knocked out on the ground. He's like knocked out, and the guy with two gloves, like he beat the crap out of him in the beginning. Just secured my Switch too. Can't wait to see what
There was
all
probably
the
like a
fuss is about.
line of robbers just standing there, and it's like as each person came out,
Hey,
it was
I got
like
my
that
Switch
movie.
too.
Hi, I'll be your robber tonight. Pull out
And
a
then the
knife.
guy's like, I got my Switch too, and everyone's like, yay!
yeah.
And then he gets robbed, and they just keep doing it. Somebody needs to make a meme of that. That would be hilarious. But yeah, that's another story coming out. How is this? Can you you haven't played it? Have you played it at all? Because they're saying that this battery life can't last 2 hours.
I don't use it handheld. And you already know with these things, they do a firmware update. And
Yeah,
they
it
fix
seems like a software update that they'd be able to
Yeah.
fix that. So you're not playing it at all, you know? you
Dude,
haven't-
the only time I had it in my hand was when you were setting it up because you have to take the controls off and put them on.
All
The
right.
second it was done, it went right in the dock. It has never been out again. And
What about
probably
the
never will
mouse
be.
mode? Have you tried the mouse mode?
I could care less about the mouse mode.
But could you try it out for us?
No,
Okay.
Well,
'cause I don't.
He's like, no.
Because I only use the Pro controllers. I won't even play Mario Party because I don't want to take the Joy Cons off. I don't want
You
everyone
wanna play
messing up.
Mario Party? Mario Party is awesome.
I know it's awesome, but I don't want everyone messing up my Joy Cons.
yeah.
But you can play with a Pro controller. You can play.
No,
I can
not
play-
really.
Not with some
Mario
of the stuff
Party
that they
is
do, yeah.
is
No,
meant for.
we play it all the time.
Joy-Cons.
We play it all the time. It adjusts to whatever you're playing.
Yeah, mine's just straight console, man. So
Yeah.
so my review is coming from that perspective. I couldn't
Gotcha.
I couldn't tell if you turn on the thing and it's in 480p on the screen. So I don't know.
Right.
You gotta ask people that play handheld.
But
Right.
what I think about the battery thing is a lot of the people that I'm seeing are hooking battery packs up to this damn thing, and it's like, come on, that looks tacky.
Well,
That's ridiculous.
I can tell you
know?
this. I have the ROG Ally. This sucker lasts like an hour and a half. That's it. I sit there. I have play plugged in all the time. So if I'm sitting on the couch playing this, it's plugged in because
Yeah.
of power mode. It goes faster. It's higher. So I'm used to sitting there with it plugged in. So if the Switch was low on battery, I'm just gonna sit there with it plugged in. Like I use these if I'm doing handheld. This is a couch. This is a couch player.
Yeah.
If I'm out and about, I don't know. I'm playing on my phone. So
Yeah,
Um,
I love that thing. But I also like day one when I bought my Rogue Ally
Mario
X,
Pay,
I
yeah.
bought the dock for it because
yeah,
I do mess with it handheld. I gotta say, like if everything's taken up in the house and I'll just kick back, I have played like some of my Steam library and stuff on there.
Mhm.
But I really like the fact that I can pop it onto a TV, use it as a computer. So
yeah. When I do streaming, when I do game streaming, it's usually off of that. When I was playing that arcade
you can
that
can
arcade game,
also-
I forget even what it's called.
you can
Arcade
take-
Paradise. It was right
it's-
off of that.
it's an easy way to take Steam games and put it on your Legends Ultimate. You know, you don't have to have a whole computer. You could just run it all through that.
Mm-hmm.
Pinball, you could run OTG with it. So it's a great device.
Right. So there are some issues, that some growing pains. They're saying like the multiplayer on No Man's Sky doesn't work, and the cross-based save might cause some issues and stuff.
Is
So
that on the Switch?
that's on the Switch too. So they're saying No Man's Sky has an issue. So be on the lookout on that.
That's your fault for
don't-
still playing No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky's come a long way.
No, I played in VR. I play the VR
Yeah,
version on the PSVR 2 is mind-boggling, man.
Yeah, this game has like night and day from when it started.
I know. Remember how bad it was when it came
Yeah,
out?
it was
Everybody
horrible.
hated it.
They just put their head down and fixed everything, and they just keep going. So it's just one of those games that keep going. So just be on the lookout. There's gonna be some growing pains with it, but yeah, that's it's just wanted to hear opinion from somebody who actually bought it. You know, just because I didn't buy it, guys, and you're enjoying it, and somebody else is enjoying something that maybe you're not interested in, don't go on the internet and sit there and trash them and everything. That's I'm hearing that across the board.
It's annoying,
Not
but
just-
it
not
doesn't
just our
stop my
community. Yeah.
enjoyment of it. But it is annoying because it's like, all right, so it's like you don't want it, you don't got it, but it's like like there's things that you like. It's like, do you want everybody coming in like crapping all over it?
Yeah,
to try
I
to,
think
like,
Steps
ruin
was
your
talking
fun?
about that too. He was like, she was like super excited about it, and then everybody's just like dogging her for liking Mario. I'm like, dude, what's the deal, man? But yeah, so
they're dogging us, Jay. They're dogging us.
What's that?
They keep wanting Brooklyn to stay and us just to leave. Oh boy.
That's because they like they like it and they think I don't like it. I'm like, I have Nintendo stuff. It's just like right now, for me it was a no buy. It made no sense for me to buy it right now.
I still have an OLED that's still in the box.
I don't get FOMO.
I mean, come on.
And people don't realize, just because other people are buying stuff. I bought the freaking ROG Ally on day one. I did pre-order that. I did pre-order a PS4 Batman edition. So I understand the whole experience of going in on a midnight launch and stuff. That's a totally different story, because this is a once in a lifetime kind of a thing when these new consoles come out. It's never going to happen again. So if you want to be a part of that, I like going on Black Friday. I like going to the store and fighting people for stuff. I don't know why. It's just fun. It's just going there, and I could buy that TV online too, but fighting all these people, yeah, that's part of the experience.
Running
right,
out with a crappy 100-inch Vizio
yes,
TV.
I got it. and dodging the bullets and stuff, man.
Knocking people over on the way.
It's part of the fun, It's part of the experience. But I digress. But let's go on to PlayStation. So what PlayStation talked about? Todd, did you get a chance to see any of the PlayStation announcements at all?
Just bits and pieces. I hadn't seen it all, so let's
go through it a little bit. So state of play. This is basically everything they showed here. As I'm not showing it, hang on.
As you're not showing it, yeah.
You guys can at least hook me up and tell me, yo, idiot, turn it on. Here's everything in a nutshell. Just giving you a glimpse of it. So I watched this Michael B's stream. I was watching him watch it. So it's fun. I think it's fun watching. I was all like, "Is anybody streaming this?" And then like, no. And then Michael B was on. I was like, so Astrobot's getting some new DLC. They're just keep adding things to this. I think this is the if they lean into this, give Nintendo a run for its money. Let's get some Astrobot Kart. Let's get some Astrobot Golf. Get some Astrobot whatever. Put Astrobot in everything, and let's give Nintendo some competition at least.
Astrobot's like hands down the best platformer of last year. I really do hope Nintendo learned something from what they did with Astrobot and start implementing that into that new Donkey Kong game coming out. But Astrobot is like, that's a must freaking play.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm totally going to play that. Baby Steps looks stupid to me. It looks like one of those physics games.
How dare you? That's hurtful. Maybe the developer's watching, Jay. How could you say that? It does. No, you know what it is? It's like a silly physics type game where it's like you're walking around all wonky and funny stuff happens, but yet that's
he's got to go to the bathroom.
These type of games remind me of games that are specifically made to make like little viral videos out of. Yeah. But do I want to sit there and play it? Like, no.
Mike B, I say his name and he pops up in the chat, man.
There he is.
He kept us entertained during the all these presentations. I definitely enjoyed that he streamed all those. Yeah, Baby Steps was kind of Bloodstain. I know
yeah,
Mike B
right
was,
there. Hell yeah.
He was happy about this. You guys, I've never played Bloodstain, but it's like Castlevania from what I'm hearing. And a lot of people were like, "Yes, this is crazy." I'm like, so I'll show a little bit of it.
This game, the first one's beautiful. There's also retro versions of it, but then you have versions that have this modern look to it. It's such a great game.
So this is you got kind of like a side and a 3D looking thing. So yeah, people were excited about this. I don't know if these are all exclusive or not. I wasn't quite sure. Then there was is that Karen?
that might be the proper pronunciation of it.
Oh, it is the one where it's like a mountain climbing game.
Yeah, they were like, this is cell shaded mountain. I was like, this wasn't doing anything for me. But if somebody likes climbing a mountain,
for me, like stuff like this is better to do in VR. Like you have a game, The Climb and The Climb 2, where you're doing the same thing, but it's totally in VR. So you really get that sense of height, and like it feels like your stomach is dropping out from under you. Like,
yeah,
you're
this
looking
definitely
down.
would be a hurling
But
game.
but you don't have a lot. I mean, you have challenges, it seems, but nothing like crazy. So I don't understand. Stand the view of this, but
Maybe they just got to experience some of these games. Just got to try,
yeah.
So that was one of them. Digimon Story. Anybody interested in that? That's maybe a Todd one.
I never played any of these before, but it kind of looks like the type of game that'll do well. Like this.
I think my 15-year-old daughter, would like this more than I would.
I think my son might be into. I don't know if he's into Digimon. He's like all that anime stuff. So you never know. Everybody's golf. I know Brooklyn.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Yeah, I'll play that.
Of course, there's no video. I know they added Pac-Man, of course. And then I was like, all right, I'm in.
I love golf games, especially with this type of style.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we're having a blast playing Mario Golf. So more of that, yeah.
Yeah. So this is like PlayStation's version of that. So and they put Pac-Man in it, so I'm in. So that's all
there you go.
That's all you had to do.
Any other characters that they're saying? Do they know anything else? I know
that was all they have all these normal ones.
But Pac-Man is the ghost in there, or
they just showed Pac-Man hitting the ball, and that's all they showed. So
maybe
they didn't go really in depth, and obviously they didn't put a video on their website. Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know much about these.
It's a fun game. I think this kind of
wow. You got to put your
1900.
Oh wow!
Pulling up Pornhub here. What's going on?
It's PlayStation, man. It's teen, and it's rated teen. Okay, what?
You didn't want to give your real birthday there. That's something.
I was born in 1900. One of them.
One of them, huh?
I saw this is like a basic RPG looking thing. I was watching Oki. He was playing Mario RPG. Shout out to Oki. Just did a 24-hour stream. Yeah, but he kind of got me. Maybe I should try some RPGs. So he might convince me to play some of these. I usually don't, but at least go back and play Mario, right?
Yeah.
But those who are into those is available. How do you pronounce this? I know it's Ghost of Kashima, but it's the sequel.
Yeah, the sequel.
And this one's learned at M, and it didn't ask me for my age.
Yeah,
so.
You didn't have to put your age in for that.
Yeah.
How's going on in that Final Fantasy game?
I don't know. Like, whoa, hold on.
Something that's okay for teenagers, but
are you
not
a teenager? But yeah, I haven't played the first one, and I'm hearing that it's definitely something to go back. I know I have nothing but good things about it.
I played about 4 hours of the first one, and then they announced that they were doing the PS5 upgrade.
Yeah.
So then I stopped, and now because I stopped for so long, I'm probably just gonna have to start the whole game over.
Right. Origami.
Hirogami.
Hero. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hira. See, I don't know these. I mentioned this in Michael B's chat. Like some of these developers seem like they are high on acid or something, because some of these like effects that we're gonna be showing are just like, what? What is going on?
The one I like.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, that definitely was like. That's why I'm like, are you guys on acid or something? Because these are ridiculous. This is giving me.
It hasn't kicked in yet. I just took it before the show. So.
That paper one. What's that paper mache? The same people make Sackboy. It's kind of giving that vibes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That mache. But yeah, that looks like paper airplanes and stuff. Hey, people like that stuff. This one had me. This one had me. First Light is a 007 game. It had a lot of cinematics in this one, a lot of build up to it, and then it gets into a young James Bond. This is like they show a lot of gameplay, but from what I was seeing, I was like, all right, I'm in. Yeah, it was all cinematic they were showing.
Yeah, kind of looks like a GTA 5 version of James Bond.
I was like, all right, I'm in. I don't know if this is exclusive or not. Like I said, alligators. That's cool. So this is giving me Uncharted vibe, like style. Not exactly the same, but that. This was surprisingly, it's a puzzle game, and this is, I think it was on the Vita or PSP. It's a puzzle game. They kind of like made it way more dramatic than it needed to be, but when they started showing the gameplay, I was kind of like, this actually looks pretty cool. It's I want to say a rhythm type puzzle game.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys into those?
Oh.
No. So there's that.
Do I look like a 13-year-old girl, Jay?
Well, no.
Okay. Now this, I don't even like fighting games, and I want this one.
Okay, this one was crazy. When I seen this, I was like, "Is this Capcom? Is this Capcom?" We're like, "Is this Capcom?" No, it's not Capcom. This is Sony. This is Sony exclusive.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
This is just amazing looking. Todd,
I gotta get this. I'm glad I got the PS5 now. So
you did get the PS5.
yes, I did.
Have you opened the box?
It's out of the box because it was my daughter's.
Oh, you hooked it up yet?
She decided over the weekend that she is only PC now.
Yeah, you were saying that. You were saying
only
that.
PC, and she's like, I don't want my PS5 anymore. I don't want my Switch anymore. I don't want my Meta Quest anymore.
What?
I'm doing just PC.
Well, good thing this is coming out for PC too. It's PS5 and PC.
So she could play it on the PC if she wants to. I'm gonna definitely get this for the PS5.
Yeah, this is a good exclusive, I think.
Did they say a date on this? Because I know.
No.
Okay.
No.
2050, I think.
2050. Look at Storm. Damn.
Hopefully, hopefully sometime this year.
I hope so as well.
I'm
4-on-4. Wow.
Yeah, it's 4. You can control 4 characters at once and switch them out.
So this is like this swapping. Like
this is going to be exclusive. So to PlayStation.
Get it out of the box. Meatball's like, get it out of the box.
See, for your daughter, get it out of the box. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She definitely gets a Snake Eater remake is coming out. So you guys into Metal Gear at all?
Yeah.
I played it a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. I haven't got into it, but it's definitely. I know it was very popular. I think this is the one where
I probably have.
Isn't this one the boss where you could just walk around and watch him die? Eventually, he would just die. That was a cheat. You didn't even have to fight him. He could just.
Remember in the first one, you had to drop your controller to beat the boss because he was using his psychic powers on you.
And you had to use like player 2 or something like that.
Yeah, like how the hell are you supposed to figure that out?
They had different things. This one got like home arcade community crazy, and I want to see if you guys thought the same thing when I seen this. This one's got everything 1 through 4, online play, netcode, rollback, the whole 9. How are we feeling about having all of the Mortal Kombats 1 through 4?
I think it's amazing. I mean, like the community was asking for 4.
Yeah.
And
get it.
With this, like you'll I'm sure so many people will have it. You'll never not go online if you want to play against somebody and not be able to find a game. So yeah, definitely cool that they're bringing them all back.
So the first thing I thought of is like, how can I get Arcade 1-Up and get this game in there and make this like the ultimate cabinet, make this a dedicated cabinet with just this game on there, this collection, and make it happen. I mean, was that because I still want a cabinet with Mortal Kombat, but now I want this version in it. So he's got PS4, PS5, Is that it? Is this just a PS4, PS5?
Yes, it looks like it is. Because it doesn't have the other logos.
Wow, that's a good find. That's a really good find.
Good job, PlayStation.
Atari had sent out this thing that you had to verify your age, and then they said because they were going to be like announcing some adult content games, and I guess this was the game. Because see the Atari logo there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess they purchased some rights to it, I guess.
Yeah, because Warner did they buy Warner Brothers game? I love them what Atari is doing. Atari is killing it right now. Atari knows what it has and knows how to market it, and they're killing it for me as a game company. And I'm not even like into all their old stuff, but man, I can respect the hustle and the I don't know, they're just the attitude. I just love that they know they I don't know, they're just doing their IPs right. Some people are just trying to milk them up, but these guys are trying to put new spins on them. They're putting them in new spots, get other people playing these old games that I would never play. But I mean, they got it on Xbox now. They had this whole Xbox arcade mode or something like that. So I'm really just enjoying what Atari's doing.
Meatball's right, because old games are killing it.
They are killing it. Yep. See, I get them wrong. But he's right though. These new games are kind of good. Ninja Gaiden is coming out. Rage Bound. Is this a old school game? What is this? I didn't catch this one. Okay.
Got the old school feel, doesn't it?
This is a Metroid style. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, I did see this. Yeah, this was looking pretty cool. Got that 8-bit art. I'm digging it. What is this? How do you pronounce this?
Neo. It's kind of like a Souls game. It's really, really hard.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of these big if you're into like samurai big monster killing stuff, you got a lot to play. Jason Little Alien says he likes this.
Don't know if it was the one before or the one we're watching now.
Yeah. So
a little bit of delay, as we know.
Yep.
I like this game.
Pragmata?
This game looks really cool.
Pragmata. Ninja Gaiden, yes.
Thank you.
Pragmata look really cool.
Really good graphics.
So this very cinematic.
You're like running around with that girl on your
back. What does this give you, that like a space age version of Big Daddy? Did it give that vibe? Like BioShock kind of a thing?
I love BioShock. So
I like the Infinite. I never played the
good.
I'd play the heck out of
see, and
Infinite.
She has these psychic powers.
Okay. So it's got a sci-fi BioShock kind of. Okay, this is looking good. Okay, I'd play this. That's cool. She got like this hand sci-fi thing. Yeah, they did announce their fight stick. Brooklyn, you into all the controllers and stuff? Would you get a fight stick?
Possibly. I would more get that to play like shoot 'em up games on the PS5 than play fighting games.
Okay.
Or like some of the retro games I have.
Yeah. Todd?
Yeah, you know me. I like these. I like the fight sticks and all that. This really interested me. I wasn't too fond of the price, if I remember them.
I think it's pretty slick, though.
It looks beautiful. It's wireless, you know.
So if I make a cab out of this, grab 2 of these, make a cab out of it, and then I got my. Yeah. It's probably going to be the simplest way. It's going to be expensive.
It's going to be super expensive.
Can't you just use your X Arcade, Jay, for like the PS5?
I could. I have to get the adapters. I would have to get the adapters, but yeah, the X Arcade probably would
be the better option.
Route. Be a cheaper route. You're probably right. You get the adapters, and dang, yeah, you're right. Shoot.
Damn,
what am I thinking? Yeah.
I think it's slick looking though.
It is.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
I don't know. I might have to wait and see, like, if I can get a deal on this somewhere. Like, it's been out for a while, and maybe
Oh,
retail
man,
or
that
reduce.
two-tone, man. That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
I could see a lot of people in our community picking that up just solely on that Marvel fighting game coming out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I could see that too.
Definitely. This is the one Brooklyn was.
This was my favorite.
I'm gonna show a little bit of this. It gets really gory, and good thing it's like
Yes,
cartoon.
that's
gory.
why it's my favorite.
Yeah, he was just like, "Oh, this is great."
No, it starts out cartoony, but then it
Oh yeah,
it
yeah,
has
you're right.
everything. Yeah, this
It's
game
like-
looks like it's all over the place.
Wow.
Dude, what's this? No More Heroes kind of
Yeah,
vibe?
right? 100% No More Heroes vibes.
Yeah,
But No More Heroes stays like that cartoon style though.
yeah. This goes like all out, man. So yeah, this is Brooklyn's. Romeo is a dead man. Way too high for. You should be able to plug it in too, right? He made it. Hit the
I would
link.
think so. I
Jump
would
in.
think so.
Jump in, Sheldon, if you want to. Just jump in. You know where to go. If you don't, I'll hit you up. I don't know what I didn't see this one. Is this a pirate game? This is that pirate.
We haven't even covered Xbox, Gallagher
Yeah,
guy. We're still on PlayStation, buddy.
Oh, but Xbox is next.
No
We got
Todd. Oh, come on.
Whatever. First day, man. You're already getting the hate, man. It's all
Yeah,
good.
it's okay. I'll take it. I'll
It's
take
all
it.
good. So everybody was like, "Is this Monkey's Island?" But yeah, I'm a sucker for the pirate games. So you can ask the Switch 2 questions anytime. We already did Switch 2.
Yeah. You missed the boat there, Stock Jock. Probably eating dinner.
Yeah, we did Switch 2 first. What do you guys think of this? It's like puppet pirates.
I'm kind of intrigued a little bit.
Yeah, Sea of Remnants. So, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. He's telling me that you can't plug it in. So there you go. That's what he meant. I'm sorry, MG. I have let you down. I'll make it up to you. I promise.
Awesome. Okay, Silent Hill F.
Yes, 100%.
Now this is M, and they don't really care. Even partial nudity, they're like, oh, whatever. 100%. So Brooklyn's 100%. Todd,
Not my jam, but I mean, I would love to
could see
more trailers and stuff.
There's Shotgun Sean. He's in there. I'm like, I just got Shotgun Sean written all over it to me. Speaking of sea, you got to see a new beach. I know I was, so I need to ask Brooklyn a ton of questions. Okay. If you want to rewind and watch the first segment, Brooklyn did answer a lot, but if you want to hit him up with any questions, yeah, you guys got questions on the Switch too, go ahead and put them in there. And Todd, if you see them, go ahead and hit them up.
I mean, if as long as they're in super chat form, I'll answer them. But if they're not,
I appreciate that. Brooklyn knows. See, I mean, you might have to keep you on in. This one's kind of like what? It was getting.
I'm just kidding. Don't super chat. I'm just goofing around.
He's just jokes, guys. Just jokes. Yeah, this was kind of okay.
Yeah.
I like I said, I'm not into these, but I know this is Brooklyn right up your alley. Okay, it's getting a little gory. I don't want to get copyrights or whatever. Sort of C. This is the people who made Journey. Have you ever played Journey, Todd?
I have not. No.
Brooklyn.
I've never played it, but I've seen it. So
This almost looks exactly like it on a surfboard. I mean,
yeah, where you're walking through the desert.
Yeah. Yeah, this was just kind of an artsy flow. It's like a half an hour game that you play with some random person that you can't talk to, but you got to work together. That was Journey, and this kind of has the same vibe, same people. It's just like a game that you can just chill and play, and let's look more of the same.
Making you lose money, Jay.
That's all right. People are already super chatted today. Stock Jock already gave memberships away, man. He already, legit. He can ask any
questions.
He can ask any question he wants.
Look, in my Discord, I'm running a special for $5.99. I answer 2 questions. So come on in. Yeah, it's a special this week only. Then it's going back up to its normal price of
I played
$58.72.
Oh, there you go. Good one. Ba-dum-ba. That's why we need you on here, Sheldon. Look at that. I think this is last week of oh, you my family.
Okay, all right. Brooklyn, how deep do you want to go into this?
I would tell him, but
The
Jay
stork?
first has to put his birth date in before I can start talking. I can tell you how the avatar of me on the thumbnail is made.
The stork. It has something to do with a stork. From what we hear.
Details.
Yeah. All right.
I'll answer that later, Randy. I'll message you.
Thief VR Brooklyn, getting into the VR stuff.
Yeah, I played through the latest Thief. It's years back already on like Xbox. So this is fantastic coming to VR in that style.
Yeah.
Like roaming the Gothic streets. It's gonna look good.
So it's nice to see that they got some support there. And this one looked like it should have been VR, wasn't it? Was it Tides of Tomorrow?
I thought it was, but it's not. Very colorful game.
Yeah, this looks really cool. I didn't know exactly what it is, but I was kind of like, all right, I'm in. Let's see here. I hate it when they do all these cinematics and you're like, get to the gameplay.
And it pops. It has a lot of pop to it. You know,
Yeah.
those colors.
All right,
All right, here's
here
another
we go.
one. Talking the birds and the bees, Brooklyn style. Wow.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
You know, I think I do a good job of behaving myself on these shows,
You do. And
Yeah, you do a fantastic
especially
job.
with my sordid past on YouTube.
but
These
they're
guys,
tempted you.
They just want to drag me back in.
And they drag you down. Don't let them do it. The birds and bees, see, the birds will sting the bees.
Maybe we need to do another
Right?
members only. And,
Yeah.
and that way he can do the birds and the
birds,
bees.
if you want to really, what do you really think about the community, Brooklyn? Let us know.
Oh, wow.
That would be.
Don't
Well,
ask me that question this week because a
let me-
lot of people might not like the answer.
Let's clean our schedules out. We're gonna be here a while.
Oh man. All right, let's see here. That was and another thing that dropped from Sony yesterday was the Death Stranding game premiere of gameplay of the Death Stranding 2. Have you seen this?
Yeah,
This
I
just
have
dropped
the
yesterday.
first one. I haven't even played it yet. Here, it's like a walking simulator.
Right, yeah. But this is the game.
follow-up,
Yeah, the follow-up. So
looks really good.
yeah, this
Wow.
Visually.
yeah, this graphic is amazing. I haven't played the first one, but I have it. I can play it. Man, the graphics look
She
amazing.
takes off the shoes, man. She's in for it. Look at that. Look at that stare.
They're about to answer the question that you guys asked in the chat with the super chats.
Oh wow. Wow.
And she's gone.
Oh boy.
And that's so you're what? You're shooting stuff?
Yeah.
I'm what? Yeah, this is I'm intrigued by it now. It's a oil simulator.
It's an oil simulator. Oh man, you're making the joke so easy, but I know you told me to relax when I'm on the show.
Yeah, just chill. But yeah, this is interesting. You guys intrigued by this at all? I mean,
Yes, I have
Yeah,
become intrigued.
but
with
now I got to
this.
play the first one.
yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, now I gotta figure out what's going on. And it has something to do with
I
that
think even
baby.
if you play the first one, you won't know what's going on. From what I heard about this game, it's like, you know, it's from the same guy that makes Metal Gear.
Silent Hill. Was it Silent Hill?
No, I think it's
he was gonna do that Silent Hill, and they fired him, so he made this.
his stuff is just like out there.
Yeah, he's Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, you're right.
It's a Dawn dish soap commercial. Good job, Gallagher guy. Good job.
That would be
Glad-
hilarious. Your weapon is Dawn dish soap.
That would be pretty cool. Then okay.
Kojima, thank you, Richardella Kojima.
I didn't
so
know
yeah,
Michael Jackson was in the game.
there
Oh,
you go, guys. That's his the look at that. That looks amazing, to be honest. All right, we're moving on to Xbox. You guys ready for Xbox? I'm trying to whip through these guys.
yes,
I know what
yes.
this is.
Because you do whatever Brooklyn tells me. Next time, I'll just mail him my wallet. Okay.
All right, thank you,
All
Jason.
right.
Thank you
We
guys for all the
appreciate the
super chats.
$5.
Man, I appreciate that, man. You guys are awesome. You're Brooklyn. You're definitely coming back. Most used guys on the YouTube sphere, right?
Yep, that's what they call me.
That's what they call him. That's what they're doing. Xbox, you ready for some Xbox love?
Let's do it.
This is everything that Xbox released. All right.
Look at that. Look at that.
think?
Beautiful.
Anything you like?
It's looking good already. High on Life 2, Outer Worlds 2.
Yep. Oh, that's it.
Yeah. No, that
That's all I gotta say about Xbox. No.
The Gears of War remake looks great, but I've already played through that, so.
Yeah. So we could go through these real quick. I think you haven't seen this, but I think Xbox actually, if they had E3, like they say, won E3, I think they won the gaming month so far of what they shown. I'm not leaning. I don't lean Xbox per se. They're probably my least one I lean to, but man, they came out swinging, and I can't deny they had a great showing. Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. Is that all I know? Oh, there it is. I know I had more. Go through them a little bit. We'll talk about that in a minute.
That was a big announcement.
Yeah, we'll get to
That
that.
was
We'll spend some time on that. Black Ops, they finished it off with the Black Ops 7. I know you guys probably not into Black Ops as much, but this is a big deal. It's funny that they went to Black Ops 7 because usually what they do is they rotate from Modern Warfare to Black Ops, and they kind of go back and forth every year. They just got done with Black Ops 6. The fact that they're going to 7 already, I'm just wondering if Black Ops, because Modern Warfare used to be the main franchise and Black Ops was a secondary franchise. Seems like Black Ops is taking over. Thing about this, it's still backwards compatible. They're still coming out with the PS4 and the Xbox One, so they have not gotten away from last gen. No Switch 2 yet. I really want to know if they're gonna make this. This is it. This is the, like I said, the killer game. If I could play, like I said, the thing about Call of Duty, they don't care what platform you're on. You can all play together. And I really wish other games would take the lead on that and do what. Once you get used to that, and not caring what platform you're on, this is where Switch 2. If they make a Switch 2 version of this, be the first Call of Duty since the Wii U. So. For us who are into this, I know people in there. I know there's Shotgun Sean. Yeah, I do too. I actually like the campaigns. And you got me in that prop. I got to play that prop war or something. You can be like a spoon or a dish or something.
Oh yeah. They were doing that in another game where you kind of like turn yourself into part of like the background.
Yeah.
And then people have to find
Prop
you.
War. I think it's called Prop War. He's Shotgun Sean. He's like, you got to try it. We can play Atari 20. Hey, there's people who agree with you, Israel. Clockwork Revolution was one of the games that caught my eye. This game looks crazy. It's got that cyberpunk vibe.
Yeah.
And with I would say cross between was a BioShock Infinite and Alice in Wonderland. That's kind of the comparison I was kind of getting out of it. But yeah, there's.
Oh yeah, I'd play this first-person shooter.
Yeah, and it said
type of visuals.
And all it said is coming out sometime.
Wow.
Yeah. So. Yeah, this is, you could go back in time and rewind time and stuff. So it was very interesting. Like you said, Gears of War Reloaded. It's not let me. It doesn't care about my age on those. Sony, just that one game. I haven't played all.
This trailer has some violence in it.
Yeah.
Maybe it was one and all. You just had to put your age in one time. And you're good.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll go with that. Reloaded visuals. Anybody excited about Oh, split screen co-op too.
Gears of War was the first game I ever played online. Got into it every week. My friends was so freaking good at it, and I jumped in. We would just, it was our weekly thing.
I remember, was it that song that they did there was that song that they did the ad on, that it was a Mad World, that Mad World song. That was the ad to it. I just remember that, and just being like so crazy. So you check out the original promo for that game. Grounded 2.
I never played the first one. It was like in early access for a while.
Yep. So Grounded 2 is coming out. It's a Honey I Shrunk the Kids type game. Keeper is the you're a lighthouse keeper. It's kind of cool because my dad actually was a lighthouse keeper, one of the few. And you walk around as a lighthouse with a bird on you.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Sign me up.
So it's kind of got that quirky, weird stuff.
That sounds like an early morning game to me.
But yeah, that's Double Fine, the guys who made.
It's beautiful visuals, but
yeah,
it's
visuals.
Very strange concept.
Yeah, it's kind of a very art piece. Ninja Gaiden 4. A lot of people are into the Ninja Gaiden stuff.
Yeah.
This one's a ultra violent again. We'll see if this video gets flagged enough for showing all this stuff. We'll see. Brooklyn, you into the Ninja Gaiden series?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I played through the older ones. Outer Worlds is great.
Yeah,
I love the art style in this game.
So this is a same people who made Fallout New Vegas, right?
It's very Fallout like. It's got like, very demented humor in it.
Well, this is the same team that made Fallout New Vegas.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
interesting.
So that
First
makes
one's
sense.
really good.
You like the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't played any of the Fallout games, so but I know a lot of people are liking these. Ragebound. Okay. We showed Ragebound. Yeah, we did. This is one I'm hyped for. That's the game of the week. Tony Hawk. And this is where is it? They hint at. I believe they show it. Yeah, here we go. So what you might be interested in, Todd?
Yeah.
Is they came down to the sewers. It's the newer style.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But you can be the turtles. So yeah, that was a little teaser. That's about all you got. Oh, maybe there's some more. Oh, you can do in the sewer. Oh, pinball. Yeah, see, you're in the pinball table. So yeah, definitely. I'm hyped for that. I like those arcade style ones. What the heck? Was that the old school? Oh, they had the Predator. That was the Predator. They had the Predator in there too. So they're doing some crossover stuff. Amimo. This I heard is like a Pokemon style game. You guys into Pokemon at all?
I am.
Yeah. Brooks was like, I got them all.
Not since the original.
I don't know. How you feeling about this one? This is very cutesy stuff. Way too cute.
Yeah.
Meatball said.
Yeah.
Better visuals than most of the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, this is very cute. Too cute for Meatball, but there's that. I don't know what this is. May contain inappropriate for children.
I can't watch it.
Let's put it on full screen.
Pull on full screen.
I'm kidding.
This has got a Star Wars. What's that new Star Wars game? It's got that kind of vibe to it. Because you do a lot of the climbing and stuff.
Yeah.
In the Star Wars game.
Jumping and the.
Yeah. Everything's falling apart.
Yeah.
What is that one? You know what I'm talking about? The EA one?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. Fate's End. Trying to whip through these guys. Kind of a platformer, looks like a Metroid style kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then this one I thought was Ghost of Tsushima or whatever style, but it was like their answer to that kind of game. And these, I guess this is the guys who made a Pokemon game, and everybody hated the graphics on it, and people are like, "Wait a minute, they made a crappy looking Pokemon game, and they made this, which looks amazing."
Yeah, it does.
So that's what I've seen a lot of people complaining about it. Beast of Reincarnation.
Interesting.
So yeah, that was some of the gameplay right there. A lot of positive on that one. The Blood of Dawnwalker. Let's see here. There's that, and then Chronos. I don't know. This is like a space one. Kind of a
Dead Space.
Dead Space kind of vibe. Yeah.
I like stuff like this.
Yeah. That one looked cool. Or Last of Us kind of a thing. Woo.
Oh yeah. This is my type of game.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Brooklyn, I'm gonna play that VR. And then Final Fantasy VII's coming, remake. And then another Final Fantasy, what is that?
16?
16, yeah.
Wait, so is that another chapter of the Final Fantasy VII
Correct. I think
remake?
that's the third chapter.
The third one? Okay.
I think that's the third one. And they're kind of making a note that it's coming to the Xbox. I think it was a PlayStation exclusive, wasn't it? So then they say also coming is the newer one. So they're getting it. High on Life 2. This is the one.
Sean was all over this.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I can't wait to play the first one.
My son played it. He showed it to me in the beginning of it. It's like crazy, and the gun starts talking to you, and I'm like, "What is this?" He goes, "This is hilarious, Dad. Check this out." So he was showing me. So I guess like a Mork and the people in Mork and Mindy. This is kind of like that quirky vibe stuff. Yeah, Shotgun Sean's all over this. I could see Shotgun Sean playing this when he's high. And
yeah, probably out of everything we've shown on both, this would be like high up there. This is something I'll definitely play.
Okay, so this is kind of your top.
Yeah, because this really has sick humor.
Yeah,
and it's ultra violent.
And that's kind of right up your alley. And that's kind of stuff I usually stay away from.
Mixture.
Yeah, he said the first one was hilarious. Perfect mixture of crazy. This Invincible. I don't know anything about Invincible. Okay, you tell me about it, Todd.
So it is a comic book series, and they've adapted it to an anime or animation. Let me rephrase that. That is on Prime, and obviously this is going to be a cool 3-tag fighting game, and I mean it just brings the characters to life. Invincible is very violent. It's not like a cutesy type thing. It's very very direct. So I think I'm in on this, but some other people might not be. But I'm glad to see they're coming out with a fighter game like this. So
yeah, this feels like their answer to the Marvel game to me. It's like, oh, we got to.
And I'm gonna buy both. But,
yeah, this is like Street Fighter with ultra violence.
Yeah, well, it's like Mortal Kombat finishers.
Yeah.
Which I'm down with.
Invincible is that way. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart.
I'm not, guys. I really think that these games, they should take all the violence out and the characters should shake hands at the end of the match.
And you're a jerk for liking any of this, right?
I know the series too. I've checked out the series on Prime.
Yeah.
This even looks better than the cartoon.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, the graphics look very good. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. 2026. I cannot wait.
So this looks like it's gonna stay on the Xbox. They're not gonna move it over to the PlayStation because there was. Let's just all be friends. I agree, Meatball. I agree.
Round
so
one,
much
fight.
violence. Yeah.
We don't want to fight. We want to be friends.
I remember, Mick Foley did that when he got on. He got on like some of a different promotion. He goes, "Yeah, let's all this. That's what people want. We're just gonna go around shake each other's hand. That's what we're gonna do here."
Yeah.
It was funny. He was doing a bit. I don't even know what this is. Is this a? I can't even. Mundang? It's an espionage type thing. Okay. Okay, never mind.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm okay. No, I'm intrigued now. I just the name kind of threw me off. I'm like, this has got a Splinter Cell kind of vibe to me, like a modern day Splinter Cell. You're just kind of like, okay, I'm digging this. I'm in. What about you guys?
It looks cool, but sometimes, like, yeah, there's a lot of amazing looking games, but you got to make choices because, like, a lot of these games take like 12 to 20 hours to get through.
No, you can't
Oh,
just.
yeah.
You gotta
Whether I
pick and
finish it.
choose.
Right now, out of what we've shown with Xbox, I would go to High on Life 2. Right.
I don't like to.
Yeah.
Persona. That's
this will take the rest of your life to beat a Persona game.
My son goes through all these. He plays these games. He loves Persona.
The games play out in real time. It's like, yeah, let's go to school for 12 hours.
He loves these. This is 4 Revival. He's got all these. He's got all the PlayStation and the 2 ones. He's got. He's just. This is his franchise. So I'm curious what he thinks. Planet of Lena. This is They had so much though, man, didn't they? They just that's the thing. I was just like, man, Xbox is just killing it here. They just keep going. It just feels like they're doing what Sony used to for me. This was like they're hitting all the notes that Sony didn't hit on their presentation for me. New handheld. Yep, we're gonna get to that. This one was the Plague's Tale, which didn't feel like a Plague's Tale game. It was like an action game, and they're more stealth. From what they were showing, which was different. So they kind of changed the play style. They didn't show much there. Overdrive, Meat Boy. It was a swerve for me because they showed the pipe like it was Mario in the beginning. Watch how they do the swerve, and then it's like Meat Boy. I was like, what was that? Yeah, I was like, what? And then it's a 3D Meat Boy game.
Wow.
Yeah.
The regular Super Meat Boy, that is rage quit inducing.
Yeah, this is a 3D version of it. So yeah, that was a swerve when I watched that with Michael B. I'm like, wait, they got Mario on there, and they're like, no. So, I don't know what the Ghost of something. This is a weird one. A talking cat. Can't go wrong. Age of Mythology. I'm going to kind of whip through this. If you guys see one you want to talk about, let me know. Elder Scroll. Fallout 76. Gone Fizzing. This DLC.
Indiana Jones.
DLC Indiana Jones. And another
Smugglers.
chapter of Sea of Thieves. And that was it. Of course, let's get into what everybody was talking about. The ROG Xbox Ally handheld. I like that they've gone with the crazy like nonsensical naming convention that Xbox has been doing. So they kind of like fit right into calling it something illogical and just call it the Xbox Ally and leave it at that.
Do you like the new form factor?
I do because I do have the original, and I think the biggest complaint as I hated the back button, so I modded it. So I took those back buttons off.
Yeah.
That grip was weird. Having even playing this, my hand does go numb after a while because of how you hold it. This side of my hand it's just a weird ergonomics to it. So the fact that they made it more ergonomic is probably the number one thing I would ask out of these.
You guys have the first gen. I
had the first gen, and the second gen. You have to have Meatball. Meatball said it's a little more comfortable.
Yeah. I have one if you want me to show it. I just have to grab it. It's right there.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead. And looks like Gallagher guy's really excited about this one.
So, I mean, I have a few questions. I know that you guys have watched more videos on this than I have a chance to, but you know, I kind of hate that I didn't wait a little bit longer on this. But I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be worth for me buying right now.
You can't see.
So you got the black one.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So turn it around, see the back, see how the ergonomics.
Yeah.
See, they made the back buttons a lot smaller, and that actually was one of the reasons why I don't even use those back buttons.
I love this freaking thing.
Yeah, Meatball has an X. Yeah, I definitely I don't know, hardware wise, I guess it does have a faster chip. I don't like the fact that the white one is the less powerful one.
Yeah.
Well, they're going by like the way they did the originals. The white one is the less powerful one.
No, the first one they did was the white one, and that was they made two of them. The first one that came out was the high powered one, and then they made a second one. They made it white, and then when they came out with the X, then they made it black, and then that one was more powerful. Actually, it's the same chip except for I forget what they changed. They made a battery life.
The battery life is way longer, and the chip is the extreme version.
This is the extreme too. The same chip. They didn't change the chip. This is the same powered. Because I have the original. There's a step down too of this. So there's a regular and an extreme, but the extreme came out first, and then they made a cheaper one. So this was a $700 one. Then they made a $499 version.
I gotta assume that this one here is gonna be even more powerful. Because I could tell you when I had the Xbox Game Pass, like some of the Xbox games struggled a bit to play. Like there was some slowdown. So I'm thinking that this one's going to be even more powerful than the ones we have.
You can make sure your drivers are up to date because they do have some new drivers.
I update this thing every time I turn it on. I check for updates.
Yeah, there was like some beta ones though that you had to get that made some of them go. Brian Chaotic, he has a video he walks through on his, I forget what he has, the Legion Go, the same chipset that you could do, and it like made some of the games like the Indiana Jones work way better because once I did that update, because it wouldn't play at all, and then it actually played. But it's funny, this is kind of the biggest thing about this is they changed the operating system and they slimmed down Windows to work on a handheld, and so you can still do all your stuff that you could do with Windows, doing the Epic Game Store, all the games we showed that you can get off for free. But it's definitely different, a very different version of the Windows build. Yeah. So it's a trimmed down version of Windows. I'm hoping they move that over to the original hardware. So they won't force us to buy it, because having the original that software, I think it's just a software issue, because now they're saying like the Steam OS can run Windows games faster on these things. When you switch over to Steam OS, like it's getting like a 10% bump on the same game, and it's using a translation layer on there, and it's just like Windows is finally realizing they have too much bloat. So that's the biggest thing about this. If you could straight up play Xbox natively, like the Xbox actual console games, I think that's where it needs to be. There should be no reason why it couldn't just switch over to the Xbox operating system and play the actual console games that you could download and play. I think that would be what would be cool. Sheldon's really hype about this. So
yeah.
I'm thinking this thing's going to be like pushing like $8.99 for the.
You are correct. I think. Yeah, check out Meatball Saucy. He did a video on this, and he talked a lot about the price and whatnot as well.
If they're giving you a controller, then they're also expecting you. I wonder if they're going to have ones that come with a dock. Like they're saying, okay, here's our Switch version of the Xbox. You can play. You can dock it, play your Xbox on the TV. Now you can take it handheld.
Yeah, I mean you can do that with all of them. I mean you just have to. You can use a what's the Steam Deck docks work with them, so any Steam Deck works. But having, like you said, having to be able to just dock these things, definitely a plus. They're saying one was 1080p. Is yours 1080p on the screen, Brooklyn?
Mine?
Yeah, I think mine's 720.
I believe so. Yeah, no,
The
mine's
120
definitely
hertz though
1080p,
makes all the difference. I
but
mean,
it's got the higher hertz.
yeah, the hertz is what mine's 122. It's literally there's hardly any difference except for the battery life. I believe. On the extreme version, there is a dumbing down version. I think that's what confuses everybody. There's a second tier on the white one, but that's what this is. I won't even look at the white one. I'll be looking at that top tier one. And for me, this is like, why would you pay $500 for a Switch 2? And I'm on the same boat. But if you want it, you want it. And when it comes to the more expensive ROG, that's the one I would go for. It doesn't make any sense to even have the white one to me. Why would you? It just doesn't make it. It's got
They're doing like what they did with their consoles, the S, the white.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I didn't even catch that.
And the
yeah,
black was the Series X is,
okay. Yeah. Now that you point that out, that's exactly what they're doing. It has the Xbox button. Linus Tech Tips did a really good one on this. Evans, I forget what his Austin Evans. They both got access to them right when they came out. Obviously, Linus Tech Tips. Check out his quick, like he's got a 12-minute video of what he thought, and he's big on the Ally handhelds. So, I thought this is a good move for them.
I mean, I think it's a good move. Do you think that they kind of rushed it by teaming with, ROG to make this? You know what I mean? Do you think they kind of rushed this design and rushed this thing to get it out to us?
Well, we already had the originals. So I think what they're trying to do with these, the hardware is probably this is just an evolutional step. They just changed the grip and maybe changed the chipset. The software is where it's at. They say they're having their Xbox guys working on Windows code, and that's never happened. These are Microsoft's a huge company, and some of these people don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
So the fact that the Xbox guys, who I think their interface is amazing, and it basically Xbox is a PC. There's so much stuff. I mean, it's got a browser. It's got software. If you put the development mode in there, you can pretty much put emulators and all this other stuff on here. Meatball says the white one's going to fill the $500 price point. Don't be shocked when the PC costs of $1,200. You think that was going to be $1,200? They'd already increased the price.
He does.
You think that's going to be $1,200?
Because look at what the X did. It went from $100. It was $799, $899. Here we are. You're talking about all these things that you're getting.
I don't know.
It could be close to $1,200.
I hope not.
Let's hope not. But it could be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's wrong, but man, I really hope not.
Look, the one I got was originally $899. I grabbed it when it was on sale for $799. But then
Todd, how much did you pay for yours? I know that you got yours on a good deal.
They're expensive.
Yeah, it was on sale, wasn't it? During that flash sale, it was like $500, and
I think it was $500. He got a good one.
I couldn't turn it down. I was like, I need to grab this before the price goes back up.
Right. That's why I'm hoping that they take the operating system, they put it on the old versions too. So I think that would help that price point. Them having the originals, the X, and these, I don't think and keep them in that ecosystem because. For most part, the biggest problem I think the original had was that the SD card reader. Mine never went out. I never had a problem with that SD card reader, but a lot of people did, and because it was the heat was.
I heard about that. They repositioned it on the new one. It's in the new spot.
I never had an issue. I have a terabyte card in here, and it's worked. Never had an issue with it. But I know that was a big issue with them at first. So hopefully they got all those bugs worked out. So I don't think they were rushed. I mean, I think it was a natural partnership because they've already got the hardware done. And plus, I mean, when I got mine, I got 3 months of Game Pass when it came out.
So did I. It was a great deal.
Well, I mean, obviously we're getting to a point where we know Xbox is doing. They're not coming out with new consoles. They're not going to do this thing, and they want the ability for it to play on anything. I'm wondering if they kind of rushed, putting this together, and obviously they haven't. They put some work in it. They did some fine tuning and made sure that this was going to be what they wanted it to be.
I think this is a stopgap. I do believe this is like you're trying to suggest that the handheld is big with the Steam Deck and the handheld with Nintendo. I know Brooklyn doesn't play the handheld, but that's a lot of people use that for the handheld. They and then Sony has the what do you call it? Portal. So Sony's in there too. I think Sony's needs to step up now. But this is Xbox. Like we got to have something out there. I think eventually, I did there was reports that they were working on a handheld and they paused. There's probably a reason why they paused. They're going to let ROG Ally. They're going to let the who is it? Who owns it? I forget who it is.
What, ROG?
Asus. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Of
some people say Aces. Some people say Asus.
Yeah, whatever. However you want to say it, but they partnering with them kind of made sense. I know they have some bad press lately on some of these. Some people they had some issues, but in the long run they make beautiful hardware. I love their hardware, their laptops and stuff. They're amazing. The ROG line, which is ROG. Everybody says ROG, but it means Republic of a Gamer, and so it's actually it stands for something.
Remember when I was calling it Rogue?
Yeah, it's so cringe when people say it. I'm like, it's ROG, man. It's ROG, Republic of Gamer, but it's whatever. We can pronounce it whatever we want. But
I actually call mine the Switch 3.
The Switch 3, Ally. They should just call it the Ally, the Xbox Ally Xbox or something simple. These long names are ridiculous, but yeah. So I think I know the price point. But I think it was a good move for them to do this. I think if we could get these programs to run natively, it'd be even better. But
I think it's a better move than them trying to like make this on their own, because they partnered with Asus that they're already established in these handhelds, and and they're already great. So
that was my point. Was like, from the ground up, they kind of cut a corner here and said, let's go with these guys. They already have the basics down.
What do you think of Lenovo thinks, though? They just say, we want that software too?
Yeah.
Because Lenovo is coming out with the Steam OS. I think they're trying to combat Steam OS. That's what I really think. Because Steam OS is coming out there stomping on, like, look, we can play your stuff better than you can.
But I also have to question if this does really well, it launches and it does really well, is Xbox going to take the next step and make their own from the ground up, or are they just going to continue to this line? If it completely flops, we know that they're not going to move forward with it. But I wonder if it's ever going to get to a point that they're going to design their own.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. If these guys are doing so good, ROG, this is probably the number one PC one, right? This one and this all I hear about is this one in the Steam Deck, and then the Legion Go is.
But the Steam Deck isn't. I mean, people talk about it, but they're not as much as they are about the Allies. So
it's no, it's not. Get it. James don't know anything. Change your name. James don't know anything. Azu no, it's ASUS.
ASUS.
It's as us. Good one. Yeah, here's a spec sheet on all of it. Spec heads. It really just software makes more difference than the specs. What they can run on. I'm excited for it. I'm really hyped. Eventually, probably gonna upgrade. The cool thing about having these, you can dock them, like Brooklyn said. You can dock these and make them into a gaming PC. This is a great gaming PC. It's definitely it can run a lot of stuff. Meatball, check out Meatball's videos. He's got some cool stuff. He's got VR running on this.
He could do everything with his. That guy is a master at pulling the power out of that thing.
Yeah, he got VR. I couldn't believe he was playing some VR pinball on it. I was like, dude, you're playing it on your Ally? He's like, yeah. I couldn't believe it. I mean, yeah, definitely. Get in the right hands, you can do some amazing stuff with these handhelds. So even if I upgrade, I'm still going to be using that thing for something. I'm going to have a project for it. Some of the other news: Seagate came out with a 4 terabyte expansion for the Xbox, which is
Wow.
almost as much as the Xbox. This is ridiculous. This is the reason why I hate proprietary media. This is what killed the Vita, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
With a
eventually,
$70 discount, woo!
woohoo! $500. This is ridiculous.
I have the 2 terabyte one.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how much these are costing. It's just because you can upgrade the PS5, $70. It's just ridiculous, and these games need them. It's ridiculous. I'm always swapping games out.
You didn't like the way they did it, where they had their own slot where you have to buy that, you know.
Oh no, I hated that. It's actually convenient, but the fact that there's no competition.
It was a pain when I didn't have it. When I finally got it, it's like I just stopped running out of like having to remove games to put something else on.
Yeah,
It just opened up so much space.
say Meatball says half of Alex plays Aliens games, not so much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. If you want to see people get the best out of those handhelds, check out Meatball Saucy channel. Definitely. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish it up with the food stuff that everybody loves to talk about.
Let's do it.
Thanks to everybody who's. I know we lost a lot of people because I know Michael B's on, but we keep going. You can watch the replay. This is a weird one.
Yeah.
Sonic is going all pickles.
Ugh.
I hate pickles, guys.
Why?
I mean, I'll eat pickles.
Why?
I'll eat pickles like.
You don't like pickles?
I don't like pickles on my sandwich. I'll eat them
I don't hate
by themselves.
pickles. I don't hate pickles, but I'm not gonna eat
A pickle shake?
a pickle shake. I'm sorry. That's
Pickle
That's not
syrup,
for
pickle
me.
bubble. I don't. What?
I mean, maybe the pickle seasoned tots. I could see that.
Yeah, I could see those.
You ever
I
get
like the.
I
dill
like
chips.
I like fried pickles every now and then, but
That sounds healthy. You ever get the pickled potato chips?
Mhm.
yes, yeah,
Those are good.
Those are good. Those are good.
yeah, I'll give
The
that.
dill ones.
Yeah.
But I'm not hitting the shake.
I mean,
guys.
and I'm a Sonic fan. I don't know why they're trying to draw.
Would you
people
try
in.
this for us? Would you try this and give us a report back?
I'll do the seasoned tots, but
No, do the shake. You
I
You gotta do the
can't-
shake, man.
I
You gotta
can't do the shake.
Hey,
man.
that's your
gotta
job as a
get-
co-host to try the disgusting stuff. Come on. now.
Oh, do you
You
really
gotta
want
get all
to
three.
vomit live? Come on.
Yes, come on. You gotta try it. You can't just do the good stuff. You gotta do the bad
Oh yeah,
stuff.
with all that green shit, it's gonna look like The Exorcist.
I
We
don't
get so
know,
many
Jay.
super chats. We'll watch you eat that stuff.
Oh,
Finish it.
God.
Finish it.
Oh, Lord help me. Oh,
Well, if you
I
happen
don't-
to spot it, you know,
we'll,
I'm not
we'll
gonna
talk.
hold you to that, but
We'll talk, but
yeah,
The
I
burger
don't
looks
blame you.
pretty
Though.
good.
I'm gonna try this crap.
What's the deal with the burger? It's just dill pickles.
cucumbers,
dill, pickle,
yeah,
crispy
hot
cucumber. Oh, it's got
chips.
cucumbers,
Oh man,
dilly ranch, and Grillo hot chips. So you got dill potato chips, cucumbers, dill cucumbers, and just regular pickles. I don't know, and a pickled mayonnaise.
ugh,
Oh, I appreciate it.
too much pickle.
All right, we're almost finished up anyway, Meatball. Thank you for sticking around. And then this one I'm excited for.
Yes,
They're bringing
me
back
too.
Diet Cherry Coke with the
Me-
retro look.
I would love to try this again.
I'm a big Diet Coke fan. I'm always drinking my Diet Coke.
It's cherry Coke,
It's
cherry Coke diet.
Diet Cherry Coke with that
Yeah.
retro look. Dude, this brings me back, man. I love
It
this
does.
look. This and this is right there with this and the Pepsi one too.
I don't know why. I don't know why they will be making bank when they make this. I don't understand why it has to be a limited time, just to draw us back, I guess. But
I guess, but my wife always said they're going to put it in the 12 pack and not the 24 because they always want to rip you off. And so I know, make a 24 pack of this. I'll buy them all day. I'll stack them up.
wait for a good sale at the grocery store where it's like
Mhm.
3 for $9 or whatever.
Yeah.
you
We
know?
have what's called Meyer. I don't know if you guys have Meyer, but
Yeah,
they usually have the pop deals. We call them pop. But yeah, this I'm excited for. Brooklyn, you Diet Cherry Coke guy.
I'm more of a non-diet soda
Yeah.
drinker.
Well, when you have a metabolism like me, you had to stop drinking all the regular. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So I'm on the diet kick. This is exciting for us who don't drink sugar. Definitely excited about that. What do you think of the look? The retro
Yeah,
look?
Cool.
It is. It is. Brings you back, man. Brings you back.
I didn't think the cherry Dr. Pepper was too bad. I had
No, that is
recently.
good. Yeah, that is
very
really good. Anything cherry, you do good. The cherry cream and stuff. That's really good.
Yeah.
And then the last up is Dairy Queen's got a fruity pebble shake.
Why? Why?
You want to eat this? I'll eat this. I'll be down with this. I like fruity stuff though.
Now you said this was just in one place, right? Is this the one that's
Ohio?
just Ohio?
Freaking Ohio.
Well, I guess
We're gonna have to call up someone we know from Ohio.
Yeah.
There we go. Israel Gaming. He said that's right up his
Why?
alley.
Just get a vanilla shake and buy some fruity pebbles. And
I will have to do that.
That might be the only way to get it.
That
For
would be
sure.
hilarious if you order it and you're like, "Oh, I got this," and you just dump them.
Dump some fruity pebbles on it.
We're taking a road trip, a 20-hour road trip to Ohio to get and then I'm sitting there. I drive up
and
the
Brooklyn
block
is like,
to the
"Oh
store.
yeah, I got you beat." He making one. He grabs both.
Now, this I would try if it was in North Carolina, but just to say I tried it.
Well, just be on the lookout if you guys see your
Maybe there's a DQ that's really close to where I am, so maybe, who knows?
Yeah. So if you guys see the stuff like this, the food stuff, then hit me up. You hit me up in Discord, hit me up on Facebook and stuff. If you guys find cool stuff like this, I'm getting people hitting me up all the time. Well, guys, that is all I had. I knew it was going to be a long show because we had a lot to go through. I appreciate y'all sticking with us who did and watching it on the replay. I know we're butting up against other content creators, but we're gonna keep going. And I appreciate all the super chats, all the members, new members and stuff. And again, check out Todd, Nerd Lounge Master 84. You are gunning for that 1,000 sub spot. We're gonna keep pushing that. Our good friend Chaotic BPR just recently hit it, and he's gonna be putting on a show. You can catch us both this Wednesday. We figured out what we're doing. We're doing.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
For once in our
Todd's gonna be a little more organized. Jason's in the chat giving those outs. Brooklyn,
we gotta get you too,
man. You can
2K, man. We gotta get you there.
Get you to 2K. Appreciate you
Getting close.
coming.
I think about like a little under 90 away.
Yeah. If you want to come on again, you are more than welcome. Hit me up.
I love hanging with you guys. You guys.
Yeah. I try to keep everybody in rotation. I was I have a good rotative of guests that people like, and you definitely are a fan favorite, and I appreciate you. Appreciate everything you do in the community. You try to keep us together, and I appreciate that.
Try.
Hey, that's all you can do.
Try is the best that anybody can try, right?
Yeah, we can only control ourselves and our decisions, and that's the best we can do, and hopefully, we can grow this community. I'm all about getting more people involved and having fun with all this gaming stuff that we like to do. All right, that's all I have. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we go?
No, thanks for having me on again. It was a lot of fun.
All
Appreciate you, Brooklyn.
Again, all those members who joined, if you want to become a member, you can check out our review of Kung Fury 2. Check that out. So, peace out.
Cold wind howls through the parking lot. Me and my crew found the last good spot.